Hey everyone, welcome to Angeldust Live. I'm Firefly Lucas, your host for the stream, and today we are playing Angeldust again. The action RPG for Windows, Mac, iPad, iPhone, Android tablets and phones, Linux and Raspberry Pi. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give a thumbs up to the video, subscribe to the channel to never miss the live show, and if you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button, much appreciated. And if you're playing the Steam version of the game, a positive review is always appreciated as well. So I started a little bit earlier today. There's a few public service announcements before we start the stream. So let me switch to the desktop view here and let me open up the Angeldust website. Because, lo and behold, Angeldust's first official season sort of is drawing to a close in about, give or take, 7 hours I believe. 6-7 hours, give or take. I can't exactly tell you the exact moment when the season will roll over, but we will be moving into the second official season. And the standings currently are as follows. Lemvas, top player, gained a lot of coins yesterday. I think they had a sprint of about 50k coins or so in a day, which is pretty amazing. Soda Meow trying to catch up, so I don't expect Soda to be on the hunting party during the live stream, because you need every coin that you can get there. Dapenk, 250,000 coins give or take, Hum at 230,000. So Hum is probably hunting for coins as well, trying to get that top 3 spot in there. So, new battle pass, confirm? Yeah, I don't know. There won't be a new battle pass, but there will be a new season. I hope you can hear me. So, is there any problem with the microphone? Is it too loud, or what's up? Let me know. I hope you were able to understand what I was saying. Yo, hi. Yeah, I got the dark blue shirt again because we're diving into the ICEBERG. We need to catch up on some levels there as well. Tuturo, welcome everyone. So anyway, Season 1 coming to a close today. It's the 30th of April today. So that's the last day of April. And I'm like wondering what's going to happen. It sounds like you're in the bathroom. What? Huh? Is this better? And Hum says, I'm not trying for a number 3, but hoping to hold on to number 4. Okay. Yeah, oh, so Daryl is also trying to catch up here. Do I still sound like I'm in the bathroom? I'm sorry. I can't really help it. This is what it sounds like. It's connected. It does give signal, it says, but I have no idea what's wrong then. But anyway, so let me know. Long-time viewers like Ruan, Hum, do I sound weird? Do I sound like completely different compared to usual? I'm sure gonna get lots of gold from collecting coins at Valesi. I hope my friend Harry shows up today. Let's hope so. But anyway, that's Season 1. So it's going to be a close call as to the first places here and there. There's lots of activity on the front page the past few days. And like in total, we're almost nearing 6,200 players, which is the largest season ever. It's also the first full season ever, so that's pretty cool. Hum says, it sounds fine, maybe a little congested. Okay, and Dipto says, hello, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. So anyway, that's the Season 1 for you. I will switch to live chat, by the way. Let me click here, otherwise I won't see Niels' messages and Obi's messages. So that's the Season 1. It's lovely. There was definitely a lot of fierce competition this month, and it's just good to see that some players really want to go for that Angeldust season score. And let's see what happens next season, next month. This was like the first official season. Maybe everyone was like testing the waters a little bit, and next month you know what to get, you know what you're gonna get, and let's see what happens. And Obi says your voice sounds the same compared with an old stream, maybe a little higher. Okay, but that might just be because it's the start of the stream. Entirely possible. Like as the stream goes on, I will talk lower and slower. Yeah, all of the best people like and subscribe to my dude. Yeah, that's what we do here. So anyway, looking forward what the end result will be. I will probably post it tomorrow morning or maybe tomorrow evening. Kind of depends if I have a lot of time tomorrow morning to get the official rankings. It is automated, so I can't really influence the results. It's just like the computer decides when the season ends. I can't really tell you when it is, but it will be in about 6 or 7 hours. So take your time to get some coins and try to get a higher spot, a higher place. The new player leaderboard has also seen some shifts, of course, because some players have left and new accounts have been like gradually entering the front page here. But Dapenk currently at the top, comfortable lead here and still on the leaderboard for 1 month. But the real is also here, so that's cool. Ban the guy who wins Season 1, that guy or girl. Excuse me, review mem today. I do have your images stored on the desktop, Alexi, even the one that I forgot last week. And I sort of want to do a shorter hunt today. I started a little bit earlier as well. A bit of a shorter hunt so that we can dive into the iceberg. Hopefully do 2 layers at least, because otherwise we'll never see the end of this. So that's sort of my plan. But you know what they say about plans, right? They're pretty good. So that's the season thing. What else is there to say? Let me think. Yeah, so it is stream number 380. And it's sort of unfortunate. I don't really have any big announcements or big plans or big content here. It is another like nice clean number here, 380. Would be nice to have done something special. Maybe let's reserve it for next time that we have something special. We'll do it maybe even at an odd number. And Hum says, I know I'm going to get a bunch of new accounts alts to compete against. New accounts specifically. I think there are not a lot of alts on this leaderboard. As far as I can tell, especially page 1, I try to keep an eye open on this. I don't see any suspicious accounts. Let me know if you suspect someone of like cheating or being a new account on here. But as far as I can tell, all of these accounts are pretty legit. 30-minute hunt please, something special is making it an iceberg stream. Okay. 20-minute hunt, 70-minute iceberg, it's simple. You're a simple man, Obi, I understand. Let me close this window and let me hop into the game. So for all of the new players who don't know how to play the game, use these buttons on the left side to select the hero you want to play as. We're keeping it simple today, we're going with the fighter. Enter your player name and password in these boxes, you already know this. On the right side of the screen you'll find the game's social media, which are Facebook's... Instagram? Yeah. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch and Discord. Yeah, that's the entire series here. The Discord server is a officially appointed by me community server. Where Hum and Obi and some others do like moderation, and they are very welcoming to new players. They get you up to speed, share tips, hunting, pings, so if there are rare creatures in the world, they will alert you to it. It's a pretty fun environment to play in and to be in, so if you want to get up to speed really quickly, join the Discord server. The website button takes you to the game's website where you can send private messages to your friends, you can name or rename your land claims, and you can trade in your quest points. Because every daily quest that you do becomes a quest point, you can trade those in for exclusive creatures. So Unix asked me this week, hey, if I spend those quest points in the shop, can I spend them again? No, it's just as with the coins. Any quest points that you do have, if you purchase a reward for them, the quest points will be gone. It's simple as that. It's a sort of second currency that you can use for paying and getting things. Heyo, hello there. Hello, Angelio, how are you doing? Where is Ruan? The man has been quieter since he got older. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Is your name Fire? Something like that? Fire? Privyet? Mr. Russian Kyrillic characters. We're playing in English, by the way, cartoon visual style, and I'm just going to sign in. The game will lag. Everyone is lagging right now. But don't worry about it, we're going to play the game. And Ruan is looking for my position in the monthly leaderboard. Found a sus name account. Okay. We have Bad Moody here. The moodiest of the moodies. Let's sit next to them because that's what we do here. Let's kick it. Yes, thanks. Hey, welcome then. Kaglila. Can I return my quest points to buy a different mount? A sort of unclaimed quest mount feature, one could say. Sure. If you pay me 10 euros per quest point, I will refund them. My email address for PayPaling is on the support page. Special alert, new viewers incoming. Looking forward to it, Crunchy. Hey Obi, I've been quiet because I'm in bad health again. Sorry to hear that, Ruan. I hope you will be better soon. Loki the Whitfall is sitting at the, front of the table, end of the table, head of the table. That's the word, the head of the table, as always. Help me please, Bad Moody says. What's up? Do you want to be in a better mood? Felix is sitting there as well. Felix won. It's cool. Let's just go into the world. Follow me. I think everyone is trying to get those final coins for the season, so we might not see a big hunting group today. But no problem. We're just going into the world and see what happens. Hey, it's a level 16 forest for a change. Where are we going? To the west, Billy. We've got Satis over here. Hey, I remember you, Satis. Hello. Bonjour. Satis. Long time no see. Satis is level 210, which is quite a lot. It's higher than I am. Good, how are you I'm doing fine and online. I've had better weeks, I've had worse weeks. Overall, it was pretty uneventful. I was... but I'm happy, which is good. You need to eat some of that Brazil herb to get better, Ruan, OB shares. And the hunt when you hit level 40, you say? Maybe. I think that's a great idea. Oh. I finally return. Well, welcome back, Unix. Welcome back, Unix. Let's send a shell command here. Where's my tilde key? Uptime. So, how long had you been gone? I have no idea. Ruan cannot eat. That is a problem. I kinda missed the first part, so I will be watching. Oh, don't worry about it. I also missed the first part. And it sounds like I'm in the bathroom, so... Apparently. These things happen. We're going to the west here. Hi, I am coming to loot. Okay, well, Soda. Get to your hunting grounds. There are no coins. There are no coins here. Don't waste time. Don't even waste no time. No, you don't want to be here. Or maybe you can get your play together, your free play together coins, and then be on your merry way. But we probably will not be sharing too many coins here. It's just a wolf. Loki has got coins. Yeah, maybe you can steal some back. If any of you nerds need tennis tips, ask this guy. Okay, Crunchy, so I'm having a bit of problems with my backhand. I get the feeling that I'm like sprinting or running too far into the ball, so I can't really make my swing. So what's your tip there? What's like, if you were a tennis coach, what would you advise me to do? No coins unless your name is Loki. Okay. There are other ways which... Okay, I have a tennis question, Firefly. Okay, Obi, tell me. I also have a tennis question, but I thought we should be directing them at Crunchy. When you play tennis, which of the three sides of the tennis racket should I use when I'm going for a three-pointer? That's actually a good question, because not a lot of people know this. So, one thing that you need to do is you have to make sure that you're outside of the court, so you need to stay outside of the baseline and like to the back of the field, otherwise it will not count as a three-pointer. It's kind of the same as with basketball. Then, the other thing that you have to do before the match starts is you have to take the net. The net is like usually between two poles to the side of the court. You have to take off the net and you have to kind of wrap it around in this basket shape, otherwise it will be like pretty much impossible to actually score this three-pointer. And then you will have to find a cooperating opponent. They kind of like have to be into this, they have to cooperate with you to make this three-pointer thing really work. And then they will have to like take this rolled up net and like sort of like hang it into the air or like hold it into the air while you try to serve your ball into the net. So when it goes through the hole at the center of the rolled up net, that's the three-pointer right there and right then, and you'll have won the match. The thing that I do is I usually take two buckets of tennis balls with me. There's about 70 balls in a bucket. So you can serve about 140 balls onto your opponent and the net that they're holding. And like if you do well, you maybe score 2 or 3 three-pointers. And then of course the regular tennis score applies, so it's 15-0, 30-0, 40-0, and then you have the game. So that's how I do it. It all makes sense to you? Great. What did my treasure god steal? Yes, we always god steal the treasure. Fortunately, the treasure is not worth a lot. It's just a few power-ups. Last time Gaston tried injecting something, they ended up in Indonesia. That's either a good thing or a bad thing. Me and my friend made the castle. Okay, okay, that's my kind of talk. You made a castle. I always try to make a castle and I fail horribly, so my congratulations to you. Hats off to you, sir. Or madam. I'm not good at scout, better change. They're already gone. No, your agents are already dead. All of that makes sense to me, Firefly, but which of the 3 sides of the record should... Oh, that was your question. Yes, indeed. So, not many players know this. Most players will think that there's about, like, 2 sides to a racket, but there's actually a hidden 3rd side that you can unlock with the proper DLC. So, you will probably have to call up the manufacturer of your racket. Some players play with a Prince racket or a Had racket. Some players have Babolat, which is sort of a French brand of tennis racket. So you have to call them up, unlock the DLC, and we'll have the inside available to you as well. So you can use that sort of U-shape to lob balls at your opponent. And it's actually very useful for those 3-pointers, because the arc of the ball is a lot higher, and you have a better chance of scoring this 3-pointer. I recently learned, Obi says, that Indonesia is the 4th most populated country, and that is deeply disturbing to me. Why? There are just a lot of people there. It's not disturbing. Wanna check the castle out? Not at the moment, probably not today. Because I have this ICEBERG meme that Fatih and Obi made, and I promised to get, or like go through the ICEBERG levels with all of the memes or all of the lore that's listed on there for the past few weeks already, and it's taking a long time, so I need a bit of time to work on the ICEBERG meme today. We probably will only hunt for an hour or so. Last week we also did player versus player, if I'm not mistaken, so players who were able to get some points there. That was a fun little bit of content as well. But this week we'll probably do a short hunt and then we'll dive into the ICEBERG. Because next week I want to be done with it. Like 3 streams was already like pushing it, but 4 streams is way too much. French tennis, what about it? I refuse to believe it's okay for like 3/4 of the human population to live in horrible geographic locations which inhibit their daily life. Okay. It's not okay. And Tinsman says, hey, I learned so much about voxel stuff this week, I'm almost done. Okay, okay. Soda, he got it. Okay, I'm not a he. Okay. It's... People assume all kinds of things. Henny F has left. That also happens at times. But they also joined, so that's a good thing. What's the quest for today? It's the grizzly bear. Oh, we'll find dozens of them.
I'm gonna have to charge more for my services.
Can't some places just not be uninhabited by people? And why so many? It's crazy. Isn't it sort of a self-sustaining or self-fulfilling thing? Like if people prosper and they get a lot of offspring, places will be more crowded. And if it's not a good place to live, people will migrate away and or not have like kids, so the problem will eventually solve itself. So maybe the fact that you're thinking that it's a horrible condition to live under isn't actually true. Or maybe I'm just looking at it from the wrong angle.
This is a nice find.
I mean, it doesn't make sense for an organism, like not necessarily humans, but any organism, to have a large population in a area that is not tuned to that organism. It's crazy. There are more humans living in random and isolated islands than in the Amazon. Amazon? What? Amazon, that's the bookshop, right? But don't their houses get rolled over by wind every 3 years or something, by monsoons? I think it's ONS, double ONS, monsoon. I have no idea. I don't live there. How to get a dragon? That's a good question. For a dragon, you need to build a wonder or donate. Maybe it's like the Matrix Revolutions. Ergo, we got extremely efficient at rebuilding the Matrix. Neo and Trinity. There were also Indian or Indonesian people in the Matrix, so maybe that's the link there. How to make a wonder? See the forums. See a forum topic called Wonders by me. It's a bit involved. I can't really give you the exact step-by-step instructions for making a wonder. A lot of people actually wonder how to make a wonder. Davey OP is here and Dapenk is here. Hi, Dapenk. Hi. I would be happy if my house would fly away. What? I wouldn't be happy if my house would fly away. When we had the storm last month, or about, what is it, 5-6 weeks ago or so, when we had this storm, I was actually really anxious that my house would, like the roof would blow off, or maybe some roofing tiles would blow off. Hey Bahu, Jibga. Привет, Bahu. Like, why live there? Okay. And Popopa says, Firefly, Shahir says. What's up, Shahir?
Great sense of evil here.
Tinspin, you still there? Last week I was a bit slow in replying to your Twitch message. Hopefully I was a bit quicker today. So, again, Tinspin has sort of like caught up on voxel landscape thing majigs, and the game is now almost done. Whoa, in 1 week's time, the game is almost done. We never get stormed here in my place. Yeah, I don't get stormed by people or by knights, but I do get stormed by wind. Storm.
Are you even there?
Hey Loki, exactly 8 bits. GG Loki. My computer is glitched, I'll need to rejoin. Best of luck with that, Crunchy. I'm sure you'll make it.
Time for some target practice.
This week I also had a computer glitch. These things happen. Computers are very advanced pieces of hardware, and you sometimes have to just live with all of the bugs and problems that are in there. And Tinsman says, yes, haha, I'm still here. Now, the voxel design, the voxel design itself is finished. Compacting the data, I'm going with the smoothing and ambient occlusion, fitting it all in 32 bits, okay? Alright, alright. And which algorithm did you settle on, or is that not decided just yet? Because you were talking about dual contouring or marching cubes, like what kind of algorithm will you be using? Again, Angeldust uses this sort of custom smoothing algorithm that you see in effect here, so you get smoother rolling hills. It's not entirely cubic. And there are some tricks left and right and things going on. It's sort of like Nintendo Hotline. Unix is just a healer. Everyone is welcome. Tinspin answers, I use my own smoothing algorithm. 3D blocks, 30 blocks wide form each block. What? 30 blocks wide form each block. Huh?
Are you even there?
So each voxel is subdivided into 30 by 30 by 30? Or what? Explain. Wasn't the Indonesian capital sinking or something? What are you thinking? That is proof enough that it's not a fit place for humans to live in. Yeah, but I think the Netherlands are sinking as well, because we have a lot of water. Hey, there's a grizzly bear. Let's kill it, so we can have more quest completion things. Here we go, new creature for me. The voxels will skew to make the surface smooth. GG, quest griefed. Firefly, you have done the quest today? Grizzly bear, I did in the morning, lol. I was just working on it, check it out. But someone started riding that bear. It just got griefed. It just happened. Tinspin guy that Tinspin guy is back to being a detached part of the stream that Firefly randomly talks to, yes. Who is he talking to? No one actually asked that. What is this conversation? Yeah, so this is not a quest, so people do not start riding it. I kind of see a pattern emerge here. I'm back and I liked it. Well, I like that you're back, Crunchy. Gaston confirms they are trying to move the Indonesian capital, because it's actually sinking. Yeah, it's an imaginary friend, yes. Our relationship is pretty complex, as you will. Yes, I just made a math joke. So sue me. Lately I've been wondering, why is this west? Why is this not west? And why is this not west? This is not west? This is not west, but this is west. Why? It doesn't actually feel like we're like walking straight onto the landscape. Must be me, must be me. Don't worry, Obi. I'll try drinking all the ocean water so it goes back to normal. I've always been told or thought that you shouldn't drink the ocean water. Because it's salt water and it's contaminated and it's actually not good for humans to drink. So that's why we need... there's two kinds of water, like salt water and fresh water or so. Like fresh water you can drink, but salt water is like super bad for you. You will dehydrate actually, and you will like go sick. Yes, I have a dragon. Yes, I have a dragon to answer the people in the game. Hey Dapenk, thank you for being here. We'll see you soon. Go catch some more coins, buddy. Firefly being lost even though he has a compass on the screen. No, it's more of a visual artifact. It doesn't feel like I'm going west. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I'm saying it doesn't feel like I'm going to the west. Like this is northwest and this is southwest, and both feel like they are more to the west than the actual west. I can't really put it into words. I read this slogan this week that said, if you cannot put something into words, you are thinking it wrongly, or something similar to that. So you first need to organize your thoughts and then you can clearly put it into words. What I'm meaning is, west should be an orthogonal direction. It should be like one of the 4 compass directions, which are to the straight side of the map. But it doesn't feel like it. It feels like the landscape is actually flowing in different directions than like east, west, north, south. Does that make more sense? Does anyone follow what I'm saying? Disinfect the days. Oh, and also the iceberg alive, is it a new biome? No, the iceberg is a meme. Please give me a dragon. Sorry, I can't give you a dragon. Please give me coins. Sorry, I cannot give you coins. Firefly, you are going insane. Going or still am? Always was, always will. Elkie will not add me. Mom said sarcasm is the lowest form of intelligence. Yeah, and I bet she knows all about that. It's because the Angeldust sun is, well, it's messed up. What does the sun have anything to do with it? The sun has got nothing to do with it. Like, here. Finally, like, this is a straight line. Like, I can understand that this is going from the north to the south. This is what my brain can understand. But the landscape just a few moments ago, my brain could not understand as being west. The iceberg ID is my favorite, yes. But wait, you give me a dragon. No dragon for you. Just look at the block edges and you'll find your orthogonal directions. Yes, that was exactly what I meant, and it didn't feel that way. Satis, watch out! You're almost dead. You're almost ripperoni. Firefly, what is your Dutch Prime Minister putting in the Dutch water supply? Let us not talk about our Dutch Prime Minister. There are, I think, about 8 billion other subjects that I'd rather talk about. What does he put in the water supply? Water. Thank you, Gaston. That was a good joke. That was a good meme. It's no use, Anakin. I've got the high ground. Ground. Crunchy just found out that Obi is online. Hello, Crunchy, Obi says in return. So Tinspin, do you have any screenshots or videos to share of what your smoothing algorithm does or looks like? Because I'd be interested to take a look. I will not visit castles, but we can take a look at your screenshots if you have any. It's always interesting to see where other people take sort of similar ideas with the voxel landscape and 3D meshing of voxels. Obi is asking Crunchy, why are you suddenly addressing me? How to make a wonder? Already told you. Already told you. See the forums. I posted a wonders topic last month. Tinspin shares, no, it's far from finished. I need to get the basic voxel working first. Hey, shall I program your voxels live on stream? We can do a development stream. It's 5 minutes of work. It's just a 3-dimensional array. Elky stole 30 coins. Wow, that will help in your battle for first place of this season. Loki, how many coins have you got right now? We're going to do some creative accounting here. We got some music recommendation here by Obi. Castles 2 is a great album by Lil Peep and Lil Tracy. But if everyone is Lil, doesn't that really make the word redundant? Super Obi chatter, there we go. Why not you're on the chat so much? Not gonna lie, some good meme idea that I want to make. Mam Uth. What? Mam Uth? Guess I never miss her. Bet she doesn't kiss ya. Lil Tracy, I know Dick Tracy. Anyone still know Dick Tracy? He's like the toughest crime fighter in all American history. He's like the original American gangster, right next to Johnny Cash. Like, if you get my money, you can buy my medicine. All day. Lil Tracy was young bruh before, so... Oh, it was young bruh before, so it's okay if he's also Lil. Yeah, we also have a Lil rapper here in the Netherlands. He's called Lil Kleine. And Lil Kleine actually means Lil small, like little in Dutch. So it's completely, it makes sense, right? I'll do a Cletus MC Roar Land in your land. Spitting them bars. Don't go too far, otherwise I'll have to ban you from the stream. And then I'll scam you, so you can again be seen. Tinspin, my advice is to make it simple first. Like I said, just use a fixed 3-dimensional array. Don't do any fancy offsetting just at the moment. Start with an array. And do a small or simple noise generation on that. Make your voxel data and just start on the algorithm. No use in overcomplicating things at first. But maybe you have a better development approach. Loki's pretty rich, but Loki has also bought a lot of stuff already. Because I have more coins on hand than Loki. I just crossed the 500,000. 502,000 cash on hand. I know that cash on hand is a thing because Hum was actually telling me that they were the first with so much cash on hand. Cash money. Hey, we've got Leje Neda NDA. Leje Privet. Как дела? Shahir, today I don't have... Shahir, today I don't really have time to visit builds. Sorry. You can send me private message in... send me coordinates in a private message. You can send me PMs in a coordinate. That's actually explained in the wonders topic on the forums. So this is about as much assistance that you're going to get from me on this. Otherwise I'll have to call in Hum and Obi to start explaining things, because I feel like I've made my point. Read the forum topic. I made it specifically for questions like these. We have a Nokia spider. A Mokba spider. Please help. What's a Mokba? Isn't that boat? HP is still 320 in my stock Infinity. What? Oh, you have 320 horsepower in your stock Infinity. It's a car. Doddy said on Discord he will be joining today. Doddy said a lot of things. 50 Angeldust coins says he won't show up. We will see, we will see. Which reminds me that we had this other German player, but we had this German player, Moruera, join us for a few streams, a few weeks in a row, and then we didn't see them again. And now they will probably be joining us. Prince the Gamer says hi. Hey Prince the Gamer, how are you doing? New post. What new post? We have a Clown World Kayanka. Katanya, sorry. Kayanka is low tax. Do you remember me? Yes, Prince, I remember you. How could anyone forget you, Prince? Welcome back. It has been quite a while, but I do remember your player name or your chatter name on the YouTube. We've met before. Prince the Gamer. They always say they're back and will do many things, and in 2 weeks... Okay, but make me a wanderer, please. No. Elkie, you took my coins. No. XD. Teehee. Also, I don't think I did a 1 million GG post for Loki. Oh, shall we celebrate here together? Celebrate. Loki! Congratulations on 1 million coins, buddy. It's a very elite and exclusive club that you're now part of. I hope this information from him is actually factually correct. But if so, GG. Well done. Level 256 sort of indicates that you're very close around that mark, so GG. Niels says hello. Hey Niels. Loki, you actually blew up the bird. I salute you, sir. So let's say okay to Loki again. GG on the 1 million coins. As a celebration, you will not get banned for coin stealing. He doesn't deserve it. He stole 70% of those coins. Obi adds, yeah. But unfortunately, we don't have a stolen coins leaderboard just yet. Maybe that will be coming next season. And it will actually be a specific competition to see who can steal the most coins. Firefly, have you ever been a degenerate and woken up at like 8 PM and gone to sleep at like 6 AM the next day? Like when you were 17 or something? I'm always like I'm 17, like each day, every day, baby. I think I did. And I've pulled many a all-nighter for various reasons. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's degenerate. It's definitely not good for your sleep schedule, but when you're younger, like 3 years ago when I was 17, I could definitely handle that. Hey, Prince412 is here, so Prince is actually joining us in the game as well. Neil says, yes, I just woke up. That's no lie. I figured they were mostly stolen coins. Yeah, people are definitely jumping on this Loki steals coins bandwagon. Please, Firefly. When he was 17, he used to lose a lot of stuff. Hey, Prince. Prince, aren't you the dude from that song called, what was it called? Purple Rain? Purple rain, purple rain. It's actually flying in the game. Flying in the game. It's true, it's true. It's all good. Let's just keep on going. Is Bad Moody still with us? Bad Moody, are you here? Are you the moodiest? I am Goyang. That sort of sounds like a Chinese dish, and Now I'm hungry. We have satay ayam, which is chicken meat on a stick with peanut sauce. Niels doesn't drink coffee. There we go. I stop building and just do quests, so I give my land claims to Rob 12. Okay, that's nice of you. I didn't know that the Rob 12 was collecting land claims, but I'm pretty sure they'll be happy for it. Who drinks coffee anyway? I have no idea. I have some people that visit my house that drink coffee. So I do have some coffee in my cupboard, but it's not that I drink it myself. I am goreng. I can't agree more. It sounds like a dish, doesn't it? A goreng, that's bami goreng or nasi goreng. That's with a bit of spices and herbs on it.
I'm gonna have to charge more for my services.
Now I'm really hungry. So, true story, what I ate before the stream was actually the same as what I ate before the stream with the Spaces Green. I made Mexican wraps with chili con carne, with tortilla chips. It was good. It was good.
Take him out.
Make me a wanderer, Firefly, please. No, you. No. Why are you bullying me? Why are you bullying me? I hate this game. You will never see me again. Tee-hee, Elkie says. We don't need no newer updates. We don't need Angeldust at all. Hey, Firefly! Send me coordinates in APM and I'll take a look. I won't keep explaining this. And Halim Ahmed says, yo! Yo. Tinspin, you still there? So in the few minutes that have passed since I last talked to you, like specifically, you could have implemented this 3D array and already be on your way with the voxels. So your basic voxel thing is now actually working. Siggytron, hey Siggy. Siggity schwa. Shiggity schwa. Know what I got today? No, you don't. Mario, Super Mario Twins. They really look like the same person. You ever smell Red Bull? I have no idea what Red Bull is. Is that a cow or something? Coffee is better. Gaston is speaking in Russian, so if you want to see some Russian characters, look at it. Gotta go, guys. See you later, Unix. Ahmed Haram confirm. Okay, I've still not eaten. What y'all recommend? I would recommend bread with cheese. Just simple, and a glass of milk. It's simple, it's very stereotypical Dutch breakfast. Just bread with cheese. It's all good. You will grow up tall and strong, just like me. In all, it was just another brick in the wall. This is what happens. Loki leaving? No, the other one was leaving. Unix was leaving. Hey Firefly, Halim says. Hey Halim. Siggytron is very old school player. Welcome back. Yeah, but Siggytron has been here like every few weeks or so. He'd be back. Yes, just like Arnold. If I send you money through the cheat, will you change the golden cell? Yes, You know where to find the cheat, right? That's why they call me Tom Clancy, because I've got the golden cell. This is what I do all day long. Firefly, if I send you money through the cheat, will you change the golden cell? Yeah, I already said yes, of course. I also send money, give me the coins. Give me the coins, bro. It's me, Snakes. AC said 10%. And a happy new year. Nokyung is here, also a old school player. Hey Shiggy. What does it even mean? Yeah, it's a secret language. Toasty! Or was it not specifically referring to Mortal Kombat 2 with Dan Toasty Forden? Anyone know Mortal Kombat 2 with the Toasty ad-lib? Toasty! Finish him. It's Hebrew. Hebrew coffee. See, I just linked 2 recent chat messages from Niels together and made a joke out of it. And it was a pretty good joke.
This is great.
Are you gonna eat pancakes? That's also a good thing. Jacuzzi, yeah, jacuzzi. If you are jalousy, buy a jacuzzi and everyone will be jalousy of you. Speaking of the cheat, okay, you were watching... Yeah, Homestar Runner. I didn't even read the message, but the cheat is a character from Homestar Runner. A very recently produced Homestar Runner video pop on YouTube. Strong bad email. And then the dragon comes in the night. Where you mash the little tiny string and you do like milli. Strong bad email. It's very good. It was not pretty good, you can't say that's good. It was a very good joke, Niels. I'm just ad-libbing, ad-hocking this. Stand-up comedian while sitting all stream long, baby. I don't hear anyone laughing at your jokes. But that specific, if it's like strong bad email, if it's that specific episode, that was a very good one. It's probably the most viral one of them all. Almost at level 40, Firefly. Get ready to end the hunt, Firefly. We want to hear the ICEBERG, Firefly. Not gonna lie. You could, Niels, but maybe not for long. These days everyone is sort of woke or something. I have no idea what it means. Is it a joke? I have no idea. Woke is a joke with a W. So Elon Musk bought Twitter. Oh yeah, so that's the news. There's more news to talk about. Elon Musk bought Twitter. And also specifically what happened with the game this week was that...
Time for some target
I forgot. So yeah, it was a pretty important week this week. Firefly, give me mod real quick so I can mod. No.
I hope there'll be more challenges.
Did the Shahir leave after I said that they couldn't have a dragon? Probably. Hello, Felix. Benvindo, Felix. Someone is dancing, Elky. Not only are they trying to get coins, they're also spending that cash. Sahir got sad. Actually, Sahir is the Indonesian word for sad, so... Imagine asking for a dragon. Imagine Dragons. The best rock band that ever existed. I was just given one. Well, you had to work for it, Obi. You had to work for it. Oh, Felix says, hey Firefly, and then they leave. Looks like I'm gonna have to stop speaking. Oh, Felix is back. Isn't Felix that man on YouTube who's got like 10 or so subs? Isn't that Felix? Yeah, I think he's called Felix. Oh yeah, but you had done the work before. You were already a wonder builder, and then I implemented dragons and you just got one. Niels did a dice thing. Got a wonder, didn't even know wonders existed. Yeah. Those were the days. Yeah, there you go, Felix. That's the man on YouTube, right? With 10 or so or 20 subscribers. He's pretty cool. He does the YouTube and isn't afraid of anything. What are we killing? Crystal bug. I think there's another one over here, level 7. Right, in the sweet spot. Oh, you love Felix more than you love me? Tough love. Sorry it has to be like that. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear that. But hey, to each their own, right? To each their own. Love makes blind. Love is blindness. And like everyone has got their specific tastes and preferences. So, yeah. You're not alone. I think like those 10 subs of him, they probably love Felix more than they love me. Firefly, I am Shahir. How can I donate? Because I am from Pakistan. It should be the same. You just sign into the website and then you just see the donate button. It is a steep price though. It's $33 US dollars. So I'm not sure what it is in Pakistan currency. What do we have over in Pakistan? Rubles? Nah. Francs? Marks? Bitcoins? But there will be a donate button and you just click it and PayPal will do the conversion for you. I've bought multiple pieces of clothing from his clothing brand. Okay. Have you also purchased multiple pieces of clothing from my clothing brand? Nope.
I'm gonna have to charge more for my services. Wow, this is exciting.
It's all good. It's all good. The evil gamer says, I have a wonder. Send me the coordinates in a private message. Like I also already said 2 times, 3 times. Yeah, Gaston, I'm really happy for you and I'm gonna let you finish. But Alexei Makarov had the best Russian language of all time. Of all time. I do not really understand what you were saying. Yeah, Gaston is also Gaston also brew coffee.
This could be helpful.
Do you have a good joke for us? No. I don't specifically have a joke today. No, sorry. Like, I could rehash an old one, but that's not fun. Okay, I can do one. I can do. It's a bit of an oldie. It's a bit of an oldie, and it's not really a joke in words, but it's a sort of visual joke. And it's very dumb. It's a very dumb joke, like you're used to from me. So here's the joke. I will have to go to the big camera for a moment. So why does the Indian like look over the prairie like this? Why does the Indian look like over the prairie like that? He's gonna show the pant? Oh, I know it. Oh no, Indian joke. It also works for a cowboy. Like, why does the cowboy look over the prairie like this? No, it doesn't matter. It can be an Indian, can be an American, can be a cowboy. No. It wasn't meant to be. No. The type of person and the gender doesn't even factor into the joke. So, why does everyone? Let's call it everyone. Why does everyone look over the prairie like this? Like, why do they do it? Come on, it's a dumb joke, like I said. Okay, you get 3 more seconds to get your guesses in. Like, why does the Indian or the cowboy or everyone look over the prairie like this? Yeah, everyone does that. and here comes the punchline. Because if he looks like this, he can't see anything at all. Get it? It's such a dumb joke. But it's really funny. In Dutch it works a bit better. I never heard this joke in English, so I just translated it on the fly. Like, why does the Indian look like this over the prairie? And it's because he doesn't see anything if he looks like that. There you go. That was tragic. Lol, I got at least 1 lol out of it, so there you go. Why did the chicken cross the road? To avoid being on Niels' pizza. And Hum is actually laughing, there you go. So, I tried to, like, localize the joke, I tried to translate the joke, and adapt it for screenplay, so there you go. Finally, there are some smileys coming in. There we go. There we go. A new meme is born. Logo cup. A new meme is born. There we go. Hola, hey Terra. Logo cup. Logo cup. There's actually this movie by Paul Verhoeven. It's about a logo who wants to police the streets, and it's actually called Logo Cop. It's a pretty good movie. At least that's the title in China. Come on, come on. Gaston, you are ruining it. Yeah. Two-Face. Ban this man. Money, money. It's all about the money. I want one more grizzly bear. 3 more. Monkey, monkey. There you go. Hey cheetah, get banana. Hey monkey, get funky. I agree. Logo Cup. Logo Cup. Logo Cup. I am Logo Cup. Please put down your weapon. I'm not gonna logo again. Why do they call it Logo Cup? They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Strong bad email. So if you do know Strong Bad and Homestar Runner Hum, you're sort of close to a Low Tax and Schmorky. Like Low Tax who passed away earlier this year. I think sort of around the New Year's or so. One of the original like comic heroes of the internet. This is on the same level as Visita Mina Maravilla. Yeah, cool story about that. It's actually on the ICEBERG Logo Cup.
I'm the king of monster fighting.
You guys remember when we used to like take action? Good times.
Is anyone actually here for the lottery? Let's just ask the question. Because maybe Terra is here for the lottery, and Felix might be here for the lottery as well. I've got a friend request from Bahu Zhipka. I can do this, check this out. Bloop. Okay. Do you want to win a pant snack? No, nobody. As soon as you say either of those sentences, you immediately devalue everything else you have and will ever say. Yes. No speak English. No hablo inglés. Do you want lunche de mascote? What's it called in Spanish? Like and sub for awesome. I agree with Crunchy. Like and sub for awesome. Hey, we forgot Bushit joining us. Bushit, that's like Japanese for judo. No, I don't think we have many lottery players. I don't think we have any lottery players. So let's continue. We can do a lottery cup when we stop the hunt. We'll do a lottery cup, a logo cup when we stop the hunt. And then afterwards we'll do the ICEBERG. Logo cup, logo cup.
Crimson hearts burn within.
This doesn't work anyway, this way. No, let them shout for the logo cup. You do not understand, it's very cathartic. Did you never watch the logo cup? Every 4 years, somewhere in Europe, there's this logo cup thing. I think pretty soon it will be in Qatar. Like, logo players from all over the world will join the event. And they will be competing first in pools, and then they will move to the sudden death phase of the tournament. And the Logo Cup, I think it's organized by FIFA or LIFA or something like that. The Logo International Federation Association or whatever. And the Logo Cup is pretty popular. There's a lot of people in a stadium, just like 60 or 70,000 players just going Logo Cup, Logo Cup. They have different colors and different flags. I have to get the Logo Cup. Yeah, that's what all of these players think as well, because each stage that you progress, it's a lot of coins for the management and for the players themselves, so they really want to progress in the Logo Cup. When is the lottery time? The lottery time will be somewhat soonish. Qatar is not in Europe. I was sort of mistaken. Like you have the Logo Cup and you have the Europa Cup or the Europe Cup or the European Championships of the Logo Cup. So one is worldwide and the other one is restricted to Europe. Say he. I want to get Logo Cup. Yes. There was a bit of controversy about Qatar hosting the Logo Cup this year or next year or whatever much years. Because apparently, like, Indonesia has something, but Qatar is also not, like, very good to the people. They say. I have no experience with this. Hey Lucas, welcome back. I am a beginner. Oi Lucas. What's a beginner? Beginner? Beginner. Lil Bigner. It's a new rapper name, Lil Bigner. Bushi has left. Oh, Bushi is present again. Big up to my fellow Bigners. Always doing some bigness. You know this, right? Going to the work, doing some bigness. Can't go today because I've got this sickness, just like Ruan. Well, I know people. Rights have been tossed out of the what? Yeah, so they have this Logo Cup stadium and it was built by people who were not treated well. That's sort of the story indeed. That's what I heard. But I can't really confirm or deny any of these rumors. I wasn't there. I just read this in a newspaper or read it online. And like they say, you cannot trust what you read online. So at least that's what I read online. Here's a MOA. Okay, so short hunt today. Short hunt today. Let's do 10 more minutes. So I get Logo Cup. You might. Yeah. But there's also a bit of hypocrisy surrounding this whole thing, because I know people in the Netherlands, or at least I have spoken to people in the Netherlands in the past about this, and they said like, yeah, I went to the Middle East or some of these countries to work there because we are valued a lot there, like our profession is underrepresented in those countries and we can make a lot of money there. So I just go to those countries for a few years, earn a lot of cash, and then I go back to Holland and then trash talk the entire place. And I'm like, yeah, you're free to do that. I mean, that's entirely cool and all, but I find it a little bit hypocritical. It's like this movie 7 with Brad Pitt. He's like, yeah, hypocrites. We trust you, Frank. Thank you, Crunchy. That means a lot to me, because if there's anything that you can't have too much of, it's trust from other people. But I live in the Netherlands, Neil says, and I don't have to do immigration work. I have no idea what that means, but isn't there a thing? Yeah, sometimes things exist. This is just what happens. And Neil says, I trash talk my company all the time. I'm glad you're not my employee. There you go. Who needs companies anyway? Well, I'd like some company. Because it feels so empty without me. Na 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 na. Haha, I'm stealing Loki's.
We really should get going.
Here we go, jumping from tree to tree. There's a triple kick wall jump. It's how we do it, it's how we roll. Speed running Angeldust like there's no tomorrow. I have one, Niels. We already talked about this. I have one. It's not a very new one, but I have one. Niels, can you tell me something about Norelco? What does that mean? Because I saw this term one time. It was like Philips Norelco or something. I was like, huh? Is that like a sub name of the model type of the thing, or is it a separate brand? Is it a different name for like America or something? You should know this. You're like my inside info expert at Philips. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it a certain brand or is it just a certain submodel? Logo cup. Good question. Okay.
There's a great sense of evil here. I'm gonna have to charge more for my services. My blade is.
Hey, I need one, Obi.
Are you even there?
For when I want to shave, then it's useful. This just depends of the country it goes to. Okay. Because I thought like this is probably just the Americanization of the product or something. Shaving irritates your skin. Well, there are a lot of things that irritate me and my skin. Logo cup, still going, eh? Keep it up, you will get one in about 8 minutes. Tin Spin, are you still there? I don't think you are, but are you still there? Yeah, sure, Obi, I can understand. You have North America and Europe, yeah. Well, I don't exactly like personally have them, but they exist.
Ah, nice loot.
It is actually level 40. Hey, there's a worm over there. We're going for the worm.
Fights in the future.
Follow me, let's go. Time to end hunt.
Take him out.
Don't tell me what to do, buddy. Or buddies. You just had to end boss mammoths. Time for Logo Cup and then the iceberg. Hey, we're going to kill these Wheatler worms. Oh, the motor and the shavers change. I don't know why. Maybe because of the different electrical outlet that they have. So one is maybe rated for 220 volts and the other one for 110 volts. It's just the way it goes. Or maybe it's because it's on the other side of the globe, then the shaver just rotates the other way. India has the best motors inside, but why? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe their hair is a bit stiffer or so, I have no idea. I do it all the time, 60% of the time it works all the time. Everyone is dying, even Bushik is dying. Put some jammers in the shavers. Dear Philips, every time that I shave my beard, I cannot receive a phone call. What's up with that? Tell me. Well, I just get paid. Gotta get paid. Okay, I think we'll just do an epic battle here. We have this worm, and then there's a troll incoming. So we want to get all of those. And then there's also a thing over here, which is called a roamer. So let's get it. Crunchy. I understand the words, but I have no idea what you're actually saying. Stiff hair needs afro sheen. What? 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 Obi the moderator knows best. I know a guy. Anya Kubung. Anya Kubung? What? I don't know where the names end and start. Is it Anya Yukabung? Or is it Anya Yakabung? Or is it Anyaya Kabung? I have no idea. This is not a naming scheme I'm familiar with. Where is the C++ style cast? I have no idea. Where's the namespace declaration? You could add quicksand in Angeldust. Can you add quicksand in Angeldust? not easily. It's not really something that I want to add. But I do think, I do believe that there are other games that do quicksand. So maybe you, if you really love quicksand and you can't get enough of quicksand, maybe you can try one of those other games. I think there's very popular ones that have quicksand. It was also in Mario 64, way back in the day. So if you're an old school gamer, you can get quicksand, your quicksand fix in Super Mario 64. Also Donald Duck for the Sega Master System had it. Probably a Mickey Mouse game as well, so quicksand, lots of quicksand to be had if you're looking for it. Sorry for stealing some coins. Hello Firefly, how are you? We've got ZXC Oxytocin. Hey, isn't that one of those hormonal things? Oxytocin, isn't that what you get when cuddling with someone? It's an RPG game thing, make it hard. I'm not going to comment on that at this current moment. Logo Cup and Iceberg, like lava or something. Yeah, we talked about lava last week. Or 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. There's still this pending plan of making it do damage to players. But I'm not exactly sure if it would be a good idea. I would hate for people to grief others with constructions like quicksand or lava. So maybe it would only hurt players and do only do a bit of damage every few seconds. And maybe you cannot actually die, so maybe you will have asbestos pants or something, so you cannot actually die from lava. Okay, 2 more trolls and then it's Logo Cup time. Grrr.
Ready my blade. Awesome.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we'll get to the iceberg in a moment, don't worry about it. You already know what an iceberg is. Otherwise you should go ask those people from Titanic, like who was on the Titanic? Leonardo DiCaprio was on there, and was it Kate Blanchett? Celine Dion, definitely on the Titanic, her career sank like a brick. You cannot leave level 40, no indeed, because then I would have to end the stream. You're onto my shenanigans. Who is you, BFF Firefly? Should I interpret this as who is your BFF Firefly? It's really hard to tell, like... It's not someone that's super actively playing this game or something. Yeah, the trolls just keep on coming. We can't win this. This is a battle I do not think we can win. What about me? I don't know, tell me, who is your BFF? Logo Cup, Logo Cup, Logo Cup, Logo Cup, Logo Cup, Come on Firefly, we just want the Logo Cup! Stop streaming! Take that. I hear a troll somewhere. It's right in front of your face. Screamers. I'm just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy the view while I try to like auto shot. Then who shot web? This is pretty easy. As long as someone is healing us, we'll get there. Come on, more DPS. 27. I saw 30 a few moments ago. Yeah, 53, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't think we have Loki with us still, or yet, or whatever is the right word. That's it? That's it. Okay, yeah, so yeah, this sort of was it. So you can all get more coins for season 1. I'll dive into the iceberg now, so we can make some progress at least. Next week, longer hunt, more stuff to talk about. Okay, one more troll, we'll get it. It's level 41, so we actually have to stop. Logo cup. Logo cup. Long run. What? Obi, you're very opinionated today. Oh yeah, we'll also do a lottery. We'll do a lottery now as well. Do a lottery too. Sure. Let's go. Bushi is exhausted. This happens. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. This was the short hunt for today. Now lottery on stream, and we'll dive into the iceberg. It'll be done soon. See you there. Enjoy the game, get coins, win season 1. Be back next week, same time, same place. Thanks for hunting. Felix, see you next week. So let's say bye and thank you for playing. I'm gonna keep it short. It pains me to do this. It pains me to do this because I really want to play the game with all of you. But we need to get through this iceberg. It's a cool meme and it's a really good conversation starter. But in order to have this conversation, we need to have time for it. So here we go. That was super fun. Thank you, Prince. It gets even better because now you can actually win a pet snack. So for the lottery thing, go to the Angeldust website, playangeldust.com. So playangeldust.com. And then when you're on the website, sign in using your player name and password here. Sign in like this. And then you will see a submission code box, thingamajig like this. And then you enter this code. 73425. That's the code for today. I will paste it on the YouTube chat, paste it on Twitch. Submit your ticket like this, and I will be looking for the tickets in a few minutes, and then we'll try to draw some winners. It is 73425. The real fun starts now. Let's see, what does the season look like? Please. Fire, you have to enter it on the website. You have to go to the website. Kijk. Abiha Fatima. You got it. You're in the box. You're here. So, Fire, you have to go to playangeldust.com, go to the website, and then you have to enter it there. So, not in the YouTube chat, but on the website. Do it now. Let's take a quick look at the monthly leaderboard. So the Meow back to the grind. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. 38,000 coins in 4 or 5 hours. It's gonna be close, And Hum trying to stay ahead of Daryl. Making good progress. Not sure if you will be able to hit spot 3. I think it's possible. If Dapank doesn't play anymore, Hum, and that is a possibility. Because some of these Far East players, they might have gone to bed now. So you might be able to get a 3rd place still. Extra garlic for nerds, lol. What? Garlic for nerds? You are garlic for nerds. So looking good. Really, it's really cool. We crossed 6,200 players for this season. Biggest season yet. Where is my box? What? Why? Cause the people believe. Hey, P-Papa. Papa. You're in the box. You did it. Awesome job. and Bahuzhivka. Zhivka, I have no idea how to pronounce this, if this is actually a Russian V sort of, Bahuzhivka. You're in the box. Hey, that's cute. It looks like a creature of sorts. See this? It looks like Minnie Mouse. Nice house there, nice house. Okay, Fisher Cat. Fisher Price is in the box. It's clearly Babushka. No, it isn't. It's not Babushka. I can tell by the letters, and I've seen a few letters in my time. It is Russian Vanilka. Vanilka. Yeah, I can sort of see it. If this is like Va, and then this is the Russian N, okay, Vanulka. Vanulka. Yeah, it's... I try my best, right? We've got Felix in the box. Milli Vanilli. Vanilka. But the J is not an L, so like in the romanization of the script, it throws me off sort of. Doesn't matter. We have 5 people in the box already. Felix is here. Felix 1. Man named himself Vanilla Ice. This is what happens. How much more basic could you get? Hey, come on, man. I enjoy a vanilla ice cream. You cool. Yeah, I just opened up the door, so it's a bit cooler in here. I was really hot, and now I'm cool again. But thanks, I get what you're saying. I'm really cool. I try my best. Spasiba. I try my best. What? Oh, so before we do the iceberg, we also have Alexi's memes, which we need to go through. So, lottery, Alexi, iceberg. Still a very big plan ahead of us. Everyone has got, let's see, 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds to get your tickets in. I want a pet treat. You already have one. Hot ice cream, yes. Hot ice cream, that's hot. Ask Paris Hilton. She knows a little thing about hot ice cream. 2, 1. Bingo, bango, bongo. Here we go, here we go. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. First winner of today is Abiha Fatima. Abiha Fatima. There we go. I think that's your name, right? GG. Whoa, some nice collection of creatures here. You won the lottery. You can now have a pet snack. Sign out, sign into the game, and you get your pet snack. And you have bricks for the house. Looking good. It could use a little bit more work though. So your house is a little bit unfinished, sort of, but it looks good. It's a good idea. I have a pet cookie. Can I get one more? No, because you can use one for any creature that you want. Fatty win, GG. Firefly trying to postpone the iceberg as much as possible so he can do an 8-part series. Yeah. Throwing for content. Draw another winner. Felix won, GG. Congratulations, Felix. Nice black and white, yellow color scheme on your heroes. Nice house you've got there. Nice house, looking good. You shot Hashimura-chan, or you got shot by Hashimura-chan. That's not a big problem. And you won the lottery as well. So you have a pet snack if you lunch the mascot if you sign out and sign in again. Draw another winner. Here we go. Papapa. I'm Papapa the Sailor Man. Okay. Nice 3-dimensional thinking. Now you're thinking with portals. And hey. Does everyone see this? There is no default shovel block missing or anything. So these improvements, these updates to the game actually make the game better. Wow. I would never expect to see the day. I'd never expected to see the day. So Papa, sign out, sign in, and you get the pet snack in the game as well. Popa. Felix won. Yeah, Felix won. Vanilla, Vanilka, Babilia, Banulka, Banijga. You won as well. Hey, you're also going... This is pretty sus. Are you the same people? Are you the same as Felix 1? Felix 1. Flex. Felix 1. I have to check this. Felix 1. This is sus. So the fighter is almost identical, but the builder and the scout definitely are different. But you can see this sort of the same color scheme, the black and white and yellow thing, right? For what all creatures can we use Pet Cookie? Yes, you can use them as many times as you want. Imagine having a missing shovel block. This is just their cult uniform, Firefly. Don't judge. I'm not judging. I was just looking for alt accounts here. But Vanilla, you also have the pet snack, so go ahead and get some pets. And the last winner for today is Fisher Cat. So Fisher Cat, GG. Finally, some different colors. Nice understated house you've got, and you've also got the lottery winner badge now. So if you sign into the game, you will get the pet snack. GG, congratulations. No more people in the lottery, so that was the logo cup. There you go. The logo cup has been handed out. Another thing we can scratch off of our list. Stone house, yes. So let's sign out. And then we go through the meme folder. Here we go. There's a few images that Alexi sent in. Some are a bit older than others, but hopefully you'll have a laugh or you'll get something out of it. So this is one of the earliest ones, I believe. This is the Paladin Mock-Up, which is looking pretty good. Check it out. There's also a shadow to the left. It's sort of hard to see, but it is there. So this is the Paladin, and as you can see, there's a worm on the shield and a worm on the chest plate. And like, there's all kinds of things that have been copied, pasted from other classes. And away we go, folks. Yeah, sort of. One moment. Add Paladin. Add the pirate. I still think the sustiest thing Alexi did is sending a meme about himself. I don't know. Oh yes. Yeah, this is the Paladin. There we go. Looking fine and online. So I think we sort of copied the cape from the scout. We copied this waistband from the sorceress. And I have no idea where the face is copied from, but bro, what happened to your face? This coincidentally is also, like, it's not a plume from the, this is the Alt F4 plume from the helmet, but this is also copied from the sorcerer's waistband. And then we just copy some shields over from the fighter, because bruh, why not? This one we don't even rotate to the other side, because bruh, why not? It's all good, but it's fun. Where do these shapes come from? Builder? Is this like builder shoulder decorations or something? With the axe, he's cool. Live and sub this live stream sharing. Let's go. The face is from the shield. Ah, it could very well be. From the builder. There you go. Oh, and these are the pockets. These are the pockets from the builder on the pants, aren't they? I have no idea. But it's a pretty cool mashup. The Paladin. Coming soon. Then next up, this was an older one which I forgot to show you last week. It's this is the laughing man from the movie Goodman, and he's holding a playing card from Steam, and it's actually the Hydra trading card, which supposedly could theoretically be added to Angeldust. So this is the laughing man from Goodman holding the Hydra trading card. That's cool, right? It's pretty cool, because I already posted this, but some man just want to play cards on their turn, so that's really cool. Then next up we have this crossover image. Paxanima was added back to the game. Not sure if we talked about this last week. I might have done it on Sunday or on Monday, so right after last week's live stream. But big news, Paxanima, I've restored it in its original state. Maybe this was what I wanted to talk about. So Paxanima is back. It's in its sort of original state, dating back to April 1st, 2020. So that's almost 2 years ago, or more than 2 years ago. And Alexi asked me, and Connor, the second builder of the Wonder, asked me, hey, can you please restore Paxanima back to its original sort of glory day state? Because we don't think we can really make it as good, or we don't really want to start from where it was currently at. And I was like, yeah, sure, I can do it. Like I posted in the forum thread, I don't think I ever nudged or hinted or forced Alexi to take this decision, but now that Alexi decided himself to make this decision and to sort of revert Paxanima to an earlier state, I was glad to comply, and I hope this forms a good starting point for updating or polishing or changing the build into something new that Connor and Alexi want to make it into. The builder logo is nice, I enjoy. Hey Obi, April Fool, Pax Anima, Obi social engineering objective completed. That's a joke. What's a new update? Pax Anima is alive. Don't listen to him. April 1, 2022, April Fool, really. It's not a joke, it's not a joke. It's actually restored to like April 1st, 2020, so 2 years ago, was actually the date that I used for restoring this build. Afterwards, there was all sorts of damage done to the build, so... It's back. I'm not exactly sure at which number it is in the Untitled Chapter, probably around 15 or 16 or so. And then you have the west side and the east side. One is attributed to Connor and one is attributed to Alexi. And I'm glad. I hope it inspires both of these builders to sort of like pick back up on their dreams and start working on the build again. Maybe do a little touch up left and right. So that's cool. And Alexi made this image, Pax Anima Human Revolution. I specifically titled the forum topic for Pax Anima being restored with a Deus Ex reference because Alexi and I sort of go back a long time, at least it feels like that. And I know that Alexi is sort of deep into Deus Ex, so I think what's the nicest thing I can do for Alexi is to like work in a Deus Ex reference. And then Alexi took the time. This image must probably have taken at least an hour or so to make with the toning and the Pax Anima overlay. And also the builder logo, people were already hinting toward this. There's a builder face in the top left. This is actually the Angeldust builder logo with a sort of treatment that looks like, make it looks like a Deus Ex asset. So really cool work there, Alexi. So this must have taken quite a long while to make, and I really appreciate it. It was sort of my gesture to Alexi, like, hey, let's be friends, or well, we were never enemies, but hey, I hope you're doing fine. And this is sort of my gesture of welcoming Pax Anima back into our lives, and Alexi made this image and I was like, yeah, we're on the same level again. We're on the same level. Let's get more viewers for next week. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. To be honest, I'm not doing super much promotional work for Angeldust at the moment, so I don't expect miracles. I'm happy streaming for the viewers and the players that are currently playing and viewing. Don't expect the world, like don't expect any big changes anytime soon, but like in the back of my head, I'm sort of like working out what the plan will be again to pick this back up. So that's Pax Anima. It's back and it's pretty cool. And then there's one more image that Alexi sent in. Two more, by the way, two more. This is the tripod rodeo, I called it. Alexi Makarov be like, yeah, this image is very oddly cropped, but it's a hint or a suggestion or maybe a wish or a desire to be riding a tripod. Why? It happens, but hey, why? And then there's one more image, and I'm not exactly sure what this is, or if I even should show it on the stream, so Alexi, let me know if I shouldn't show this on the stream. There's this image. There's this image. What is this? It's a wall, and there's, like, look at this. There's barbed wire at the top of the wall, so I have no idea where this is, but, and I have no idea if this is actually real, so is this real life? But there's a fighter face on there. It's a wall, but here's an Angeldust fighter face, sort of. Like if you zoom in really far, check it out. This is like the helmet. See, this is the helmet and the eyes. This is sort of the visor that you can sort of pull down. I have no idea how that works. Here you see the square jaw, sort of the fighter face. And here you can see the outlines of the armor and the chest plate. So... it's a fighter on the wall. We don't need another fighter. Oh, and there's also the blues. You check it out. There's blues and sort of highlights on the plates near the waist. And Obi says this is the most Alexi thing ever. I sort of agree, but I have no idea. It's a prison wall, okay? I have no idea what it is, but it's a fighter on a wall. So this exists. I'm not sure if I should have shown this image publicly, Alexi, but here you go. Yeah, hey, Firefly, leave the fighter alone. It's so, what? Yeah, But there's a lot of detail in here. Check it out. So the belt has got the blue accents on here. This is the shield, I think. So you see sort of the shield shape over here, which maybe might lead to us discovering the sword. Yeah, this is the sword with the blue hilt. Is this the hilt? And then the handle over here as well. So there's a full, somewhere in the world, there's a wall with a fighter on there. It is public. Okay. So the fighter is sort of like standing with the hands out like this. Where's my other hand? Can you see my hand? Yeah. This is a very awkward pose. But the fighter has got like both of the sword and the shield in his hands, and it's pretty cool. It's an Oreo wall. Yeah. I have no idea how tall it is. Like judging by the stones here at the bottom. And there's a cigarette over here. This is really the most Alexi thing ever. There are cigarettes over there. So if those are cigarettes, and let's say this cigarette is like 4 centimeters long, give or take. So that's about a mouse cursor tall. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64, 68, 72, 76, 80, 84, 88, 92, 96, 1 meter. So it's not, yeah, and sort of the scale of the barbed wire. This looks like a very shortish wall. It's not a. I don't believe this is a prison wall or anything. I'm not even exactly sure if this is a wall that's higher than 1 meter 30 or so. It looks like a weird wall. It's a Russian Angeldust street art. There we go. I like it. Just random Russian street art. Where can you find this? And Obi says, I thought he just posted some random wall. He posted it in Discord and I didn't see anything. No, but that's the magic, Obi. I actually paid attention and I zoomed in and I was like, hey, there's actually a face in there and there's actually a fighter in there. So come on, I want to open this in edit. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I see this every day, Vire says. It's a factory wall. Who zooms in on walls? I do, because otherwise you might miss the fighter. Hey, isn't that clear now? So let me try to make this a bit clearer. So I'm going to trace over the lines that I see. So I sort of draw over here. Like this. Sorry, Alexi, I'm not as gifted as you are with drawing this. Then this is the visor line, sort of, extending into the helmet, like this. Whoop. I'll try to make it a bit better than what I drew initially. So, there we go. Not sure if I see a nose or anything. And then here it gets a little bit confusing. So, I must pay close attention. This is definitely the shield. This is sort of like the lines of the shield. It's not perfect, but I try my best here. Let's see. There's definitely a line going something like this. And there's somewhat of a line like this, but that's not really necessary to see the shapes. Then this seems to be sort of like one of the shields on the end, like this. Whoop. Those are lines that I see. Then here you see sort of the plates at the bottom. Not exactly sure how to draw these, but you get the idea. So this is sort of the skirt. Here's the belt. So that's the belt. Then this sort of looks like to be like the neck shape, sort of. And here's the other shield on the other side of the shoulder. Something like this. And then the sword definitely has this line going. And then there's, like, this is the handle part. So there is something of a hand over here. And this is like the bottom part of the sword. It is in St. Petersburg. Why do we watch and like you so much? I have no idea. Street Rebecca, okay. Because it's the best content ever. Best content ever. Okay, it's a bit of a weird sword, but don't worry about it. So I see some more lines like this, and this is sort of like the neck shape. I think the armor goes something like this. Yeah, those lines definitely exist. Then I do see lines here. I'm not exactly sure what they indicate or what they mean, but they're there, sort of looks like. And then we get to this part, and I think there are some lines like... This is a little bit hard to see. His arm is probably not like this, but it's sort of hard to see. And then there's some lines here to the bottom that say like, okay, this is legs or something. There you go. Yeah, I definitely do see some sort of intermediate line here, but I have no idea what that constitutes. This could be like the highlighted edge of the shield. So if you would expect this somewhat to go like this. Please post on forum. See, this is this is my interpretation of Alexi's street art. You can just take a screenshot of the stream, Alexi. It's not as real as yours is, but this is about as close as I can get to drawing to look. And of course, you get some color with it. So let's take a huge brush here. Size. Like you can definitely see that this is the belt, and this is sort of the handle of the sword, like this. And then you can probably deduce the other color. So this is his face. Check it out. So face. This is his face. And these are the eyes. They are white like this. Whoop. Okay, this was probably not the best idea. This is the visor, which is dark gray, sort of. Okay, yeah, the grays, you don't actually see the gray that well, so let's ignore the grays. This is the neck. Giga Chad, check it out, Giga Chad neck. Check out the jawline, it's amazing. And I have no idea how to color the armor here, but it's all good. If a kid saw this, they would cry. It's all good, it's all good. And then we have like the highlights on the sword like this, and on the shield, bada bing, bada boom. And on the plates like this, wow. So much individual plates, really cool. And on the shields here, woo! Woohoo! This is the best picture. Can you assign it as an NFT? Maybe we can make an NFT out of this. If there's money to be had, I want to know how and why and how much. You can own this original piece of Alexi Firefly crossover art. There you go. So, real good. So, take a screenshot. Alexi, I like the picture. So, people didn't understand what it was, but I did. Oh, wait, I will save it as. How does this work? File, save as. PNG. High quality. Desktop. Fighter on the wall. And I think that sums up Alexi's pictures, yes. So we'll always have access to this fine piece of art. Because why not? It is the best. Post it. Maybe later, Max. Maybe later. I don't have access to a thing right now, so... It will be on my desktop. Why can't it? There you go. So, with that out of the way, we finally have some time to dive into the iceberg. Hopefully we can do 2 levels. I think this is the file that we want to look at. So last week we did the 3rd level. We're now diving into 4 and 5, hopefully. It's gonna be a tough one, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Let's dive in. I gave you a bonus last week. We already talked about this one. This is the Gustavo GG play meme that sort of evolved on the live stream. It's the heart followed by the thumbs up. It was just a random moment, and I'm not exactly sure what spurred it initially, but at a certain moment, Gustavo was sort of hailed as the king of Angeldust. They were the spiciest meme lord we've ever seen. And then they posted this in response to a question or a comment or of sorts. And everyone was like, whoa, this is just the best. And for a few streams afterwards, and maybe even to this day, people are posting hard thumbs up when it's just a meme-worthy situation on the live stream. So that's really cool. ICEBERG, he was leaving. Oh, he was leaving. And then he posted this. Okay, really good. Really great. So let's just randomly go through this level. Tarwand. You've probably seen it in the game if you've played the Sorceress. It's the wand, the lighting wand with the black sort of glow on there, the sort of the dark grey glow on there, which would sort of indicate that it's a tar sort of effect that's in the game, because these colors always sort of stand for the same thing for consistency's sake, and like to not have to explain what it does. But players do not get what the tar wand does. It's actually called Air Shield. It was called Air Shield. These days it's called Projectile Freeze, and there's also a description now next to it, because a lot of people ask, like, what does the black wand, what does the tar wand, what does the weird wand do? What does it actually do? Because it doesn't do anything out of its own. With the white wand, you know that it's going to hit a melee hit. With the purple and the red wands, you will see magic projectiles fly into the air, so you know what it's doing. With the blue wand, you will initially like immediately notice that you are being like cast into the air, and that you can actually walk into the air. It's also called Skywalk, so that's really self-explanatory. People never understood what Air Shield did. And what it specifically does, and I've explained this a few times on streams, what it does is it will block enemy projectiles. It will freeze them mid-air, and they will disappear after a short while. So this allows you to sort of negate the enemy powers, the enemy things that are coming at you, and it's really useful when you're playing in a group. For instance, on the live stream, you will see this effect be put to use many times, and you will see the projectiles from the enemies just fly or hover in the air, and they cannot hit players. It's a very useful skill, but it's not immediately apparent. And these days it's now called Projectile Freeze, and it actually says as a hint, stops or pauses projectiles mid-air or something like that. So that's the tar wand. Yeah, that's okay. That's the explanation that I'm giving you, like as a public explanation. There's also a sort of like unknown side to this. It was a request by Hum. I looked at the YouTube chat, and Hum says, okay, it was requested by Hum. Hum actually requested a proper tar wand as an alternative to the tar wand that we already have. And like, I think the original story was meme worthy as well. Maybe it's under a different thing in the ICEBERG picture. But the tar wand would allow, like, Hum wants the tar wand for the Sorceress, I think, to freeze enemies in place, which would be way overpowered. So that was a request. And Hum says, I never misunderstood Air Shield. No, I wasn't implying that you misunderstood Air Shield, but I was just adding that you want a proper tar wand. It was a lot of explanation for a simple wand, yes. Man is speaking hexadecimal, yeah, so we can, this is a very simple ASCII code, so it says, this is a capital D, then we have a lowercase 668. I think 65 is the A, so 68 would be the C or another D. And there's a space, that's the 20. 73, is that a T or something? If 69 is an I think 69 is that an I, and then is or it? Don't? No. Is. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. Like, the 20 is a space. The 54 is what? Is that a capital D? I believe that 65 is an A. I'm pretty convinced of that. But that would mean that 66 is a B, 67 is a C, and then 68 is a D, right? one more time. 6-5 is an A. B is 6-6. C is 6-7. D is... Okay, so this is some letter, then D-E. 54 is a T. But that would mean that it's T-D-E. Six eight is an H then, and 6-9 is an I, and then 7-3 is an S. So this is so. This is so. E. This is so cool. Okay, there you go. This is so cool. Right. I was off by a bit. I always thought that 65 was an A, but A is the 63 then. All right. So thanks for the ASCII code. I was quite a bit along already, I believe. Tarwand, level cap. What do you want to tell me about the level cap? There's been different level caps in game. Outside of the game on the website, there have never been level caps for player levels, but in game there was always a level cap. I think we started at 255 or so the exact range of a byte. Maybe I already implemented something else as an initial scheme to make sure that people would never reach 255 and then get capped. I think we had a level cap at 200 then, and then sort of like have each additional number represent 10 levels or so 200 and then 210, 220, 230, all the way up to, what was it, 400 or 500 and something or so. We can actually calculate it. 750 or so, 740, 750. Was that the actual sort of level cap? And nowadays there is still sort of like that level cap, but there's also a new counter. If you're nearby a player who just leveled up, the game will actually know the full level, sort of. So there are different level caps in the game because the data that we can transmit per player is sort of limited, and we don't want to waste too many bytes on irrelevant data. So a lot of players will never reach the level cap, but there is sort of a visual level cap in the game. It's not a hard level cap for players at all. There, like on the website, you can still level up regardless of what you see in the game, but there is some sort of level cap. Most players never run into this, but there is a level cap, so that's why it's underwater. Next up here we have two player names, Angigio and Fatty5555. Fatty5555 was actually the previous name that Fatty Plus, as they're currently called, had, and my understanding is that 5555 in sort of Indonesian or like countries nearby Indonesia stands for good luck, or it means something like good luck or smiling or happiness or something like that. So the more fives that you have, the more you're alive. Like 5 alive, love to see it. Some cool names, yeah. And Hum says, want to watch me hit level 2104? Not at the moment. I'm good, thanks. I'm going through the ICEBERG for now, and this is going to take a lot of time, so I don't want to waste more time on other things. But you can also save up and show it on the next live stream, or maybe an even higher one. I think it's because Fatty was already taken. Yeah, also, that too. But the 55555 thing also stands for good luck and happiness or something like that. Like, you know this, Fatty, you know this. What Angigio exactly means, I'm not exactly sure. So this is of course an alternate spelling of Angelio, one of the top players of the game, wonder builder extraordinaire, and also seen on the live stream a lot. I think this might have stemmed from Discord or something, where this might be sort of a joke or an in-joke. I'm not exactly up to speed, so if someone can share more information about Angigio. I find it fun to say, and it's of course instantly recognizable as referring to Angelio, but I'm not sure what the deeper lore behind this is. Angigio. ICEBERG, yeah. So maybe there's nothing more to it, it's just a mistyping of sorts of Angelio. Okay, here we go, Crunchy Mug. Crunchy Mug is a fun one. Crunchy was one of the first to order Angeldust merchandise, and they got a mug amongst other mugs and amongst other merchandise, which is really cool. So one more time, like big up to Crunchy. And Crunchy's mug broke somewhere along the line. There was one mug that at least that has fallen to pieces. And Crunchy made a video. They're a very good do-it-yourself channel. They've got many subs on YouTube and many views, consequently. And Crunchy, it's misspelled here. It's actually Crunchy without the H here in front. It's like C-R-U-N-C-H and then 3 I's. So it's actually spelled a little bit differently. But they made a video repairing the mug, fixing the mug as they call it. And it's a pretty cool video. I can show it here on the live stream if we can find it. So let's see if we can find it. And you'll be surprised. It's really cool. So let's go to Crunchy's channel. And then we'll fixing the mug part 1. Here we go. This is the video that we want to see. I'm not sure if there's copyrighted music in there. So I'm going to mute it for now. And here we go, here we go. I hope you can see this. It's Fixing the Mug part 1 with Crunchy. Check this out. Okay, so first we need to use some power tools to get rid of the excess material that's now on the mug. And as you can see, it's a very nice mug. It's a really reacting to Crunchy's video, this is. I'm now a YouTube reaction channel. See, it's a very nice mug. It's nicely made and nicely decorated. That's the handle, sort of the part that broke off. Oh, this is a different handle. This is a new handle. See? Yeah, this looks good. We sort of want to add it. So we take these sort of tie wraps, but they're made out of metal. And you just have to use a screwdriver to fasten these, but Crunchy is going all the way in. Power tools all the way, baby. Crunchy forearm reveal, yes. There we go. So let's get the power drill on here. And boom, there we go. Like I said, you just need to use a manual tool would work just as well. But no, we're using power tools here just for comedic effect. Drill it till it's hot. You see the entire mug just jittering left and right. There we go, the handle is almost attached correctly now. Hoppa. There we go. This is perfectly safe for your coffee now, for hot coffee consumption. Check it out, fixing the mug, and then we're going to barbecue some stuff, but that's for a different stream. Tasty coffee, yes, some tasty coffee, Crunchy. That's Crunchy's mug. So you saw that this merchandise, this Angeldust merchandise, it's not only super awesome, it's also like you can repair it yourself. You can just do it yourself. The mug, hearts to the mug, thumbs up to the mug. There we go. Next up, Discord streams. Oh, maybe we'll go from right to left. The Elders. There is something special about this name. There is something special about the name Elder. And look at the way that it's spelled. The Elders were a clan in Angeldust, or are a clan in Angeldust. Not all of them were a clan tag, but like insiders know who they are. Some famous members are Loki the Witful, who was on the live stream a few moments ago. We have Mason Elder, who is part of this club. We have, whatchamacallit, Will the Willing is part of this club. And there's a few more names that are associated with this Elder clan. And they're a pretty cool bunch of people, and it sort of ties in with the Discord streams that are over here. I think there was a Discord stream because I used to do streams where I would join Discord and people would actually talk live with me on stream. And it was pretty fun content. And we had the entire Elder clan online talking on like one single microphone or one line, and it was complete chaos. It was a big clan, I can tell you that. But it was really fun to have them on and actually hear these players who are really happy with the game and playing it a lot. So that's the Elder clan and Discord streams combined, sort of. On Discord streams we also had other players join, of course, like Alexi was there. I think Hum might have been on there as well. We had George Lennon sort of join us on the live stream singing Twist and Shout. You can find these. Probably most of these streams have got Discord in their title. So if you want to hear some like viewer interaction and totally chaotic live streams, look them up. It's pretty fun to see. So that's the Elder Clan and Discord live streams. Elder Clan also famous for building lots of things in Streaming City. I think they made a lot of sort of restaurants and a sort of a city feel to it. And they are playing the game a lot, and they know a lot of building tricks, won a lot of build battles as well, or had like very competitive entries in there. So really cool, really cool. It's not a clan, more of a family cult. Okay, Alexi copyright song is the best part. That's also one. Yellow bars from Mars, riding in cars. What can I tell you about the yellow bars? It's a player. And there's also a Yellow Bars 2 player, but they are sort of meme accounts. They have this, they recreate the warning icon that you get in game when there's a problem with your network connection. Initially it's yellow, but then you get yellow bars, and previously I think yellow bars was as high as they would get. In later versions of the game the bars can go orange, red and deep red, so you know that your connection is like very bad. But the yellow bars, some players got yellow bars, and someone was so frustrated, I think, or was so memey that they made a Yellow Bars player account. And Fatih knowing there's an Alexi copyright song means he watched those streams, even though he joined many streams after. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Sussy boy, yes. Anyway, Yellow Bars. There was also, I think it is actually solved these days. For years, I've been haunted by this phenomenon where I had yellow bars, so a sort of like one-sided disconnect on my live stream as well, where I could see other players move around and have fun, and my own connection to the game would be severed, sort of. So I could type things, but the chat messages never would go through. I could try to move, but the movement never would go through. But I could still see all of the other players move around and walk around. It was a very weird technical issue, but I think it's been solved once I really dove into it. There might have been like some sort of condition or some sort of scenario where indeed the server would treat a connection as being single-sided. So it would still be pushing data towards the player, but it would never try to receive the player's data. And that's been solved. I don't think anyone has had like persistent yellow bars ever since, because it was an actual issue and it could actually occur on the server, especially on like slower or laggy connections. And it took many years to figure this out and to actually solve it. And like many thanks to Hum, who helped me diagnose this problem. And also many thanks to myself for sticking with it and trying to solve it. So I think like Hum types in the chat now like GGFF on YB fix. So good game Firefly on the yellow bars fix. But I think it's a very important one because it was such a low level network issue that wasn't really apparent until you actually dove into it. I think for days or weeks on end, I had this thought in my mind, like where is it going wrong? Like the server has been running for years, why don't we run into this more frequently? But then I remembered I do sometimes run into it myself during the live stream, and other players would move around, so it's not a full connection stall or anything. And I eventually figured it out, and I'm really happy for it because it makes the product much better. So that's yellow bars, sort of what I can tell you about the yellow bars. Then we move on to like Discord streams we sort of discussed. Let's see if we're not missing any intermediate things. No? Okay, so the left side is very dense in information. I'll consider Discord streams being done, so hopefully I will be doing some of these in the future again. It was pretty fun to do, but it's hard to do a Discord stream because it makes the stream totally chaotic. I can't control anything that's going on. So starting from top left here, Timmy XX, a mysterious player. I do have some educated guesses as to who Timmy XX could be, but I will leave you with sort of this enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a puzzle, because I don't want to spoil who Timmy XX is, but Timmy XX has made some very game-breaking, game-changing, universe-shifting discoveries in the game, and they always have the best memes. They have some very top-notch viral images. Millions of players, millions of people worldwide have seen these images. Timmy XX seems like the kind of player that is new to the game, but somehow has a deeper knowledge and understanding of what's going on than most of the existing players even. So Timmy XX, Obi says, is a mad lad. Yeah, and I agree. Timmy XX is a covert. I mean, you have admin on Discord, Firefly, you have all the power you need. so, so, and Timmy XX actually found a new type of creature in Angeldust. It was a shocking discovery, and ever since, players have been trying to replicate that experience. For a few weeks, players were able to replicate the experience, but nowadays it seems to be impossible to replicate what Timmy XX has done. But I will do my very best to bring the Timmy XX full experience to you very soon. Very soon. And it's actually closer to the truth than you think it is. So, moving on from Timmy XX, like look him up on the forums or something and you will find lots of things, lots of lore about Timmy XX. Show the original Timmy XX image. Okay, so we can take a quick look at the original Timmy XX image, because Timmy XX has got the original Timmy XX image that you can find if you look for Timmy XX on the Timmy XX forums. So here we go, Timmy XX in the box, and then we need to filter all of the Timmy XX forum. My boy Timmy XX be crazy though, Robadaba says. So Timmy doing this don't mean Timmy would do. Disagree. So here you go. Is this the original Timmy XX image? I think it is. My boy Timmy going crazy like. See? So they're playing the game and all of a sudden yellow bars. Yellow bars. It sort of ties in with the previous image as well. Yellow bars. Weird things. This is the OG. There's all kinds of like deep fried memes going on here. We have the reverse draw crossbow, which I was referring to earlier for tennis players. Timmy XX type beat. Yeah, this is... Whoa. Whoa. Also, Timmy XX has got a 0 in the 666 score line. Luckily, I've got my crucifix. So anyway, there you go. Timmy XX. The more said about Timmy XX, the better. But we're moving on to the next one, and it's a long one. Creatures named after players. You've probably already seen some of these in the game. There used to be a time, or there was a like very active time in the game's development where I was adding creatures left and right, and I was using top player names for naming these creatures. Nowadays, the flow of creatures, of new creatures, has slowed down a little bit, so there aren't many new ones added at these exact moments or weeks in time. But there are players who have a creature named after them. For instance, the humming bear is of course sort of a reference to hum, as well as a hummingbird sort of creature. So the humming bear is named after hum. And there's all kinds of creatures that if you look carefully enough or close enough, you will see names of players pop up left and right. So, hey Fuddy, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, see you next week. So, there's 3 M's in hum, yeah, but it's... There are never exact matches. Like, we have the Fiery Steed, which is a reference to Fierro, the player, and Fiery is written like with 1 R, while Fierro is with double R. So there's always like the dodo, I think it's called, the bird. It's actually a dodo sort of, but it's a reference to Doddy. So it's never a perfect, a super perfect match. Like blue hooves, blue shoes. There's all kinds of names that have like influences from player names. So if you look closely and if you just go through the list of the creatures that you've discovered, you might find some of these, and it's just a subtle reference. So there you go. Yeah, it's like the Pinkie Pod isn't named Pinkie Pie, right? So there's also a bit of thing going on there. So it's all good. It's all good. But next up, we have one of these, another super famous player name, Tommy Puppet Lab. Like, what can I tell you about Tommy Puppet Lab that hasn't been already said this live stream? Tommy Puppet Lab joined us during a random live stream. The live stream was, I think, completely off the rails, as far as I can remember. I was very giggly or just like having fun, and a player came on the YouTube chat saying like, hey, do you know Tommy Puppet Lab or something? Or I was like, what's Tommy Puppet Lab? I have no idea what it is, and it sounds like broken English, because you would expect there to be a like possessive as to this, like Tommy's Puppet Lab or something. But we were talking about Tommy Puppet Lab, things were off the rails, I was having a good time, but I was just like very giggly, and I couldn't stream like a serious live stream anymore. And then we had someone creating an account, Tommy Puppet Lab, sharing the password with that player or something. I have no idea how this came to be. And it was madness. It was madness. Tommy Puppet Lab. It was pretty cool. And I think eventually Tommy Puppet Lab joined us on a few later live streams as well. But it was madness. I don't remember all of the specifics, but maybe if you search with Google for the transcripts of the live streams, maybe you can find something about Tommy Puppet Lab. It's pretty cool. He didn't know how to make an account, I think, so we helped him. Yeah, that's sort of what I remember. Is we made this account, gave him the password, and he was just playing with this account made by someone else. This might have been before we had in-game account registration, so that might make sense. That's Tommy Puppet Lab. But it was pretty fun. I know I had a good time during the live stream where Tommy Puppet Lab initially showed up. We have this one, Angelio Must Quest. It's sort of a meme. All of these things are memes, but Angelio is, of course, still the same player that we talked about with Angigio. But Angelio Must Quest. Angelio wasn't really fond of questing, I believe. And people said, like, you must quest. You cannot only build in the game, you must quest. And eventually Angelio quested for a long time, got the Mammoth, got the Hannibal. So Angelio did quest. There were images made in this honor. So Angelio Must Quest looks like this. Let's see, older images. I'm not sure if I have it exactly handy. This sort of refers to Angelio. I want you to quest. I think this was made by Ruan. And this is sort of a Napoleon French dude because Angelio apparently is French. And it said like, you must quest. and eventually, like I said, Angelio did quest. So he must quest and he did quest. Great job, Angelio. Great job. Okay, then we have Captain's Log, which is referring to a Discord channel. I can only speak about the name. The Discord server was initially created by a player called Captain Windows Hobos, which I always pronounce as Captain Windows Show Boss, because I thought he was a show boss or something. I had no idea what the name meant, but apparently Hobos was the name of the clan or something, or the group that Captain was part of. And I think Captain's Log sort of refers to a channel where Captain, as a moderator or administrator of the Discord channel, does moderation. I have no idea. Obi adds, Obi is one of the current moderators or administrators of the channel. Obi adds, if you edit a message, it shows your edit there. So it's sort of a log channel on Discord. We see everything, even deleted messages, so you are never safe. Okay, do with that what you will. Captain's Log, it's called. It exists, and you must be careful what you post, because otherwise people will still know. So you cannot remove anything ever. That's Captain's Log. And it's, of course, a Star Trek reference, because in Star Trek you you often hear people like Picard say, like, Captain's Log, Stardate 3072. Today we defeated the Borg. And then he just goes on. But you also have Captain Janeway from the Federal Starship Voyager saying, like, Captain's Log. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Everyone's got a Captain's Log. So, Obi talks a lot. What if it didn't? Then it would be very quiet here. Beam me up, Scotty. Yeah, but up Scotty is the last place that I'd want to be. Anyway, we're going on to the next level. So let's see if we can do one more. So we're now entering level 5. We had this super duper fun dude, and then we had the slightly less fun dude. Then we have the like slightly concerned dude. Then we have the goatee dude. Like, and now we're moving into like neckbeard territory. So here we go. Let's see if we can do this one today, and then hopefully we can do 1, 2, 3 more. What? There's no end to this. There's no end to this. Let's start with the top left one. When Loteria, also spelled as Quanto minuta loteria? Quanto ora loteria? Lots of different phrasings. It all means the same. When is the lottery? People join the live stream, and in the very first minute or minutes they say, like, when is the lottery? They are there to win the pet snack, and they will let you know that they're there to win the pet snack. Whatever like language or phrase you use, it's a common sentiment on the live stream. When is the lottery? I want to win this pet snack. So this happens a lot, and it's sort of become a meme for like referring to new players, or sort of like if new players come on the live stream and the first thing that they type is when Loteria, you know it's a good day. You know it's a good day. It's like the logo cup. Yes, when is the Loteria? So It's a very recognizable phrase on the live stream. Hashtag gulag, not goulash, which is a dish, but gulag refers to a Discord channel. Again, I don't have too intimate knowledge of this, but gulag sounds like a place where banned players or people who have received a timeout must or can go, or need to go, or are condemned to talk it out. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe Obi can enlighten us. So gulag sounds like a place where you send banned players or timed out players or chatters to reflect on their sins. So instead of banning or kicking people, we just mute the people and we keep them there to boost the member count. Big brain, big brain, big brain. And Alexi says, I was here in the gulag, or were you here on the live stream? Or were you here when someone said, when loteria? Okay, so gulag is sort of a workaround to mute players, move them, and keep the member count, but not ban them or kick them. I like it. It's a good idea. Next up, basic.frag. Okay, what can I tell you about basic.frag? It's a bit of an involved story. In an earlier layer in the iceberg, we had Angeldust 4.x. I think it was in layer 1 or in layer 2. Yeah, here we go. In layer 1 or layer 2, version 4.x. It was a beta version of the game with a different rendering pipeline, different rendering engine, and a different game engine sort of altogether. And it used a fragment and vertex shader based pipeline instead of a fixed function pipeline like Angeldust 3 these days does. And basic.frag was the fragment shader for this 4.x line of Angeldust. It might be coming back in the future under a different name because the product that I'm working on, the remaster of version 4.x and 3.x, still uses fragment shader and vertex shader, but it's not called basic.frag. But anyway, in basic.frag you could sort of manually tweak the shading of the game. You could make the water blue, you could make things red, you can just basically do all kinds of stuff to it. And it was a very nice thing to be able to sort of like share mods for this. I'm not sure if there was a very active community for it, but basic.frag basically meant, hey, you can influence the rendering from outside of the game and from outside of Firefly's only monopoly on the code, sort of. So that's basic.frag. It was just a file with a fragment shader. So let's move over to this one. Oh, this is a good one. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with this? Angeldust. It's in quotation marks, which is, at first I was like, and then I was like, I get this now, I get this. The problem with this is, Obi comments on this, it's insane how many people spell it like this. And yeah, so Angeldust is meant as a single word. So there's no capital D in there. There's no big D in there. So Angeldust, like spelled this way with the capital D, that's wrongo, bongo. And that's why it's in quotation marks. But everyone types or spells it like Angeldust with a capital D. I can't help it. It wasn't meant to be called Angeldust like that, but I don't know. But you see it more often than not, Angeldust with a capital D. There you go. But that's all I can tell you about this. It's just a sort of miscapitalization of the name of the game. Next up, we go to the pirate. The pirate is a sort of recurring theme around April 1st, April Fools every year. I think Alexi started it with a drawing or a sort of modification of the builder sprite in the game, making it into a pirate. It was a fun drawing, and I actually put in a lot of time and effort to make sort of a super joke about it, that there would be a new ocean biome, and there would be islands with boxes where you could, and then there was a revolver or something of sorts. And ever since, the pirate has been showing up left and right. I tried for one stream to make a pirate texture for the builder, but instead of having just a single eye patch, he had two because the texture was mirrored, and I only found out at the like the last minute before the live stream. Not sure if I actually showed it live on the stream that every builder turned into a pirate with two eye patches, or if I just shared a screenshot or a recording of it. But I do recall making the texture, or at least trying to make the texture and making it a fun thing for players to enjoy. Maybe it was actually never showcased publicly, but I had it once on my machine. Pirate is the best, Alexi says. The pirate is the best. Arr, arr. And Obi says, no, I think you had it in the game. Yeah, that's what I recall as well. So, pirate. We go back a long way. I think this year we had Pirate Dust, sort of a different logo for the game with a capital D, but also the pirate silhouette in the A, I believe, of the logo. So it was a very good, well done job. Hey, Kantora, welcome. I didn't see you come on, but privyet. And Obi says, you twisted my words into something less offensive. I try my best, sir. So that's the pirate. It's a recurring theme, and it's pretty cool. People are still hoping for the pirate to come to the game proper. This one, I need to zoom out a little bit. We're looking at the top line here. Build perm communication, which is shorthand for build permission communication. Believe you me, there was a time in the game when you didn't have private chat, you didn't have friend chat, and you couldn't really toggle between world chat, private, and friend chat at all. There was no contacts manager, and I'm not exactly sure if there were friend requests in the game, but there was a time when the only sort of interpersonal communication or inter-friend communication that you had in the game was using the telecharger and then handing or retracting build permissions. And I recall we used it on the live stream once to indicate like, hey, if you're ready for me to teleport towards your wander or towards your position, let me know. And let me know usually meant like toggle my build permissions and I will know, yeah, like you can send a single player a single signal, like, hey, if you agree that it means you can teleport now, or please don't come to me now, or do this now, you had at least a basic rudimentary form of communication. Later on, I added more communication like private messages, friend messages, so that you could actually send messages that had some meaningful content. But this was the very first inter-friend, interpersonal, inter-player communication that people used. So, Obi says, when I first did that to you, you went insane. We did this on an off-stream thing for the quest. Yeah, it's what it is. It was. I can see now, looking back and having learned all of these things over the years, I can see why inter-friend and inter-player communication is an important thing, and why that initial system was as useful as it was. It was the game's way of giving you something to communicate, and then people just making the best of it. It was sort of a Morse code of sorts, I believe, or you could make that out of it. You have just a single signal between players, and it's useful. So people started using it for all kinds of purposes, and yeah, eventually I added the like the proper chat and the friends chat, and that was a big improvement, of course. The code of beeps, yes. But that's build permission communication. There was a time where players were relegated to using that for communication in the game. Next up, we have Brazilians. I can't really tell you much about this. I know it's sort of a meme that we have like the most sort of griefing player class or so, or is from Brazil. If you see a Brazilian flag in the game and the player has not got a high level, you better watch out. Sort of, like don't become friends and give them build permissions just yet. I'm not sure if more is meant by this entry here. That's like all about all I know. As far as I'm concerned, there's no noticeable difference between like players from Brazil or Russia or from Thailand or from like whatever country you can imagine. Some players are just wanting to grieve. Some players just want to play nice. As far as I'm concerned, this is like sort of a non-issue, but it's on the list. So let me know if I missed something about this, but it's sort of a stereotypical interpretation. So like, hey, Brazilians are not the best players or the best friends to have in the game. As far as I'm concerned, there's not much of a problem there. But I don't play the game casually or like with different goals in mind very often. So I usually play on the live stream. And on the live stream, of course, earlier live streams where the world was still open to build, yeah, sometimes Brazilians, they were in larger numbers, and so you had more Brazilian griefers placing lantern blocks everywhere and trying to block my movement in the game. Yeah, that happens. It's just sort of like it comes with the scale. Brazil is a big country, get more players playing the game, get more griefers subsequently with the Brazilian flag. I think it hasn't been scientifically proven that these players specifically cause more problems relatively. So next up, I think this is a pretty fun one to move to next. It's also sort of like the next one going from left to right. I need to zoom out just a little bit. There you go. It's not a mistake. Type your message here. Type your message here. It's actually a repeat. The forums, this is about the forums on the website. The forums were a little rougher back in the day. These days, if you start to type a message or if you want to post a reply on the forums, I use the proper HTML code for indicating to the browser that the text that you're about to type also has a placeholder text, which was type your message here. It was a placeholder text for the reply box on the website for the forum. And I didn't use the proper placeholder tag for that back in the day, or the placeholder attribute back in the day. And there were two problems with the forum. So on one hand, you had the placeholder and it was actually not a placeholder. So if people didn't manually remove the text, you had to select all of the text and then type over it or remove it like character by character using backspace. If you didn't do that, and if you just clicked on post, you would actually post like type your message here. It would actually show up on the website. It happened quite a lot. Maybe you can still find some of these messages in some of the forum topics. But the other problem was that if you subsequently refreshed or went forward and backwards using the browser buttons, it was very common, or it was very often the case, that you would post that message again or your message again. So that's why it's repeated here. So sometimes you would just have a double post of an actual message, but sometimes player would make the mistake of posting a reply without removing the text and then also double posting it. So that's why it's type your message here, type your message here. It's not a fault in the meme or in the iceberg. It's actually two problems in one. The placeholder text not being a placeholder, so that you can actually post a placeholder, and then also being able to duplicate a message easily. So there you go. Your face is in the way. Don't worry about it. But this has happened a lot. Maybe I moderated these. Let me check real quickly. We're opening up the website, forums, and let's look for type your message here. It might have also occurred in different year. Type your message here. It might have also happened in different languages, but I'm not sure about it. Russian translation. Type your message here. I'm not sure if that was a meme, by the way, but that there was one at least. Welcome back, me. Type your message here. I'm not sure if this meme was already like widely spread back in these days, but it happened. It happened. Golden Bridge. Type your message here. So maybe this meme was a bigger meme than we thought, or maybe it was more common for people to create a topic and then completely forget about it at all. So that's type your message here. Type your message here. Next up, this is a bit more positively phrased than the Brazilians, or at least I think it is. The Thai invasion happened a few months ago. Not exactly sure about the time frame. Maybe it was summertime last year or so. But there were a few TikTok videos and maybe some other social media videos by Thai people, or people like from Thailand or whereabouts. And there were a lot of Thai people and a lot of Indonesian players coming in at the same time. It was like in the tens of thousands in a short time span. And that's actually quite a lot for the game. So we definitely noticed an uptick in players using like the Thai script, which is very distinct. You will never see someone else ever like type in that script. So if you see the curly dots, and it sort of looks like a printed circuit board or so. That's my sort of like comparison. It looks like these hollow traced dots on a circuit board connected with solder to other dots. It's a very distinct script, and you know that you're dealing with a Thai player. There's absolutely no way to interact with them. At least I find it very difficult because you have absolutely no clue what they're saying. So snake text, that's what Obi calls it, snake text. So yeah, we had lots of players. We had 2 Thai invasions in the history of the game that I can remember. One was back in the 2.x days, I believe. and then we had the fancy script supported, so people were actually typing in snake text. You couldn't make accounts with the snake text name, I believe, and we didn't have like Thai language support for the game or Indonesian language support for the game with the flags associated with those languages. But like a few months ago, when we had the second Thai invasion, I immediately jumped onto it, and we made an update that included Thai language and Indonesian language, and a lot of players are still playing from that time period with those flags, and it's really cool to see. So if you want to get a taste of what Thai looks like, you can just fire up the game and you will see the snake text, as Obi calls it. So let's select it. Like, see what I mean? This looks like traces on a circuit board, right? And like, I have no idea what it says. I know what the buttons are supposed to mean in English, so that's very clear, but I have no idea what this text actually reads. I have no idea how to pronounce these things, but judging by the reactions from Thai players, I think it's actually like a pretty well done translation. Some native speakers have actually helped create that, so that's really cool. But that's the Thai language and the Thai invasion that I know of. There's actually been 2 Thai invasions. And Hum has posted, if you were watching the YouTube replay, yeah, the Thrustmaster string is actually coming from the device itself, so that's like what the manufacturer has put in. But if you're watching the YouTube replay, chat replay, there's actually a bit of Thai text posted in the YouTube chat as well. That's the Thai invasion. Next up, we move to the Palace of the Soviets, sure. You can look up a forum thread. This is about a wonder that Mr. _Master has created. I think they're a Russian player, and they built a Palace of the Soviets wonder with a giant cube sort of in the center, which is actually sort of a palace cube with a nice dome on top. And there's all kinds of like intricate designs on there. Also a pixel art rendition of, I believe it was Stalin or Lenin, so one of those two Soviet, not exactly what the word is, like leaders, or I'm not sure what their proper title was, but bear with me, like Stalin or Lenin. You've seen these guys in your history book, and there's a pixel art rendition of one of those people on the side of the cube. And it was sort of the first time we ran into this issue of like, do Angeldust wonders have the luxury of incorporating real life politics, or like real life celebrities or well-known people, famous people, or infamous people for some. I'm not exactly sure where the needle stands this day, but it was a difficult call. It was a tough call. In the end, I decided that, hey, it is a wonder, but it's going to be a hidden wonder, because I don't want players playing Angeldust to sort of hop into a wonder and see real world politicians, or real world like historic leader figures of a country that they may or may not have a strong emotional response to. Angeldust should be a game where you can get away from the real world, and I don't really want to incorporate the like actual real world politics into the game. So that's why I made this a hidden wonder. I think Mr. Master sort of is okay with that, and a lot of players were okay with that decision. There is a forum thread on this where you can sort of see my decision making progress on this, screenshots of the build, and like make your own opinion. I think the end result or the end conclusion is pretty good for everyone involved, but I can see that like it might not be the perfect solution that there exists. So, and Obi says it's one of the most controversial forum threads, mainly because Colts had an issue with it. Could be. I'm not exactly sure like if one player's voice is louder or counts louder as others. In the end, I sort of made my own decision independent of what other players have said. So I believe you can look it up these days if you go to the forum and look for Palace of the Soviets, like this. Miracle, Palace of Soviets, there we go. 59 posts, or 59, yeah, posts in total. Like if I click one of these links, we might already see, yeah, here on the left side, you can already see sort of pixel art of one of these men that are involved. But otherwise, it's a really distinct building style, pixel art of course, a really distinct building style with really distinct motifs and color use that you don't see in very many wonders or other builds. So I thought like, hey, it is a really unique build. Check it out. It's really complex. It's really big and involved. I thought it was a very wonderful piece of art, so it definitely deserved a Wonder title. But unfortunately, it was a little bit too reminiscent of the real world for in-game like fantasy world use, I believed. Palace of Soviets. Here we have the next one, Angelio again. Angelio's building school. I can't really tell you much about it. I know that the idea existed that Angelio would teach new players on how to build in the game. And I do know that there was some discussion about this on the live stream, maybe during some of the build battles as well. And people were definitely gaining some or gathering some tips and getting some experience from this building school. But I'm not exactly sure what I should tell you about it. So if anyone can like help me out here a bit, like what's the essence of this point on the iceberg, I will be able to convey it much better, and maybe it will trigger some of my memory and I'll be able to add something. Oh, Obi adds ABS, Angelio's building school. He does actually have a Discord chat category for it. Okay, so if you go to the Discord server, more to be found there. There are 3 chats or 3 channels, 3 chats where Angelio is actually the king, and he did do some stuff in them. There you go. So if you're interested in learning, maybe like even asynchronously, about Angelio's building school or building tips or gathering experience, improving your building skills in the game, check out Angelio's building school on the Discord server. I think I will sell it like that. I think that's a very good way of summarizing this point. It's an active thing, apparently. It's still ongoing, and you can still learn something or much from that. So if you're into building, join Angelio's building school. You will not regret it. Here's another tip. Just ping Angelio on Discord if you want to join, I guess. There you go. Next up, 2 player names. I will reserve the old Angeldust art for a moment. Swaliha was a famous, infamous player, at least a well-known player name in the game. Not exactly sure what I can tell you about Swaliha. They were very enthusiastic when joining the game. And it's not like I'm not in a position to say much more about Swaliha, I believe. Like, notable incidents, notable experiences sort of faded in my memory, so I have no recollection of like any specific incident that I would like say was very positive or negative with this player. I do recognize the name, and they are very enthusiastic about the game as far as I can tell. And Fair Super sort of falls into the same category, except as far as I can remember, Fair Super was a little bit hostile towards me. Not exactly sure if I deserve that or anything, but I believe Fair Super sort of sounds like a player name where I would say like, okay, if you see this name pop up in your friends list, proceed with caution, sort of. Like, do your due diligence. I'm not exactly sure if Fair Super was the player who spammed in Streaming City, or if that was a different player who we already talked about in an earlier live stream. But yeah, Fair Super, proceed with caution. That's what I can say. I don't have any super specific instances or recollection of events or things that happened with Fair Super, but in all, the name triggers a sort of hesitance in me, so make of that what you will. And next up we have old Angeldust art, and I'm not super sure specifically what this is about. Old Angeldust art. Like on 2 weeks ago on the live stream, I showed you the old icon for Angeldust version 1.0. And is that old Angeldust art, or is there more to it? Is this about art that players sent in as fan art, sort of? Because some of that might have been lost. There have been very many cute drawings that I didn't save back in the day and that we didn't really look at on the live stream. So that's a bit unfortunate, but the old Angeldust art design, yes, that old Angeldust art, like the old textures. As in the prototypes. Like the 2000 and whatever it was, prototype that I showed with Spaces Green. Like with the old trees and with the old grass. And there have been many revisions. Angeldust has gone through a lot of revisions ever since like its first version. on one live stream, and I'm not exactly sure about which number it is, I showed a very old prototype with spaces green. Maybe it was stream number 100. We can quickly take a look. But there's all kinds of old art that you can find. So earlier in the ICEBERG we had like old art and the old icon or new icon, and then we also have the old icon. Let me see if it was stream number 100. That's a lot of live streams. Surprise! I wonder what they're gonna choose. What is the surprise? Ladies and gentlemen, 100.
Awesome. Thanks, Space. It's an awesome gift. It's a
Awesome gift. It was the telecharger.
magical.
Okay, so it wasn't 100. Maybe it's 150? Party part 1. Let's see. Hey, I was on Discord, see? Maybe this was a Discord stream. Yeah, this is a Discord stream. 200? Because I wasn't there. Okay. 200. Unveil, unboxing, Unreal. Oh, here we go. This is, yeah, okay. So here you have very old screenshots.
I'm Frank Firefly Lucas, your host for this actual 0.1 version of Angeldust. Yeah, checkerboard. No, this is my
Hey, Tinspin,
version, people.
if you're still watching, this is where we started.
Angeldust. Woo! Here we go. There's a lot of things that are completely wrong about this.
Check that hair, check the hair.
More wrong than right about this, but it works. So I can actually walk around.
Check the hair.
If you're prone to epilepsy or if you have like seizures, if you see things flickering.
Mr. Big,
Warning.
big American hair. Yeah, the Illuminati floor, it's pretty cool.
To delimit it.
Okay, so here we have the old version of the game.
Back to the big camera. We'll do the unboxing now.
Here you go. Old Angeldust art. Just a quick showcase here.
To the roamer and then we'll go to the.
So there's almost no detail or like almost no contrast in the textures.
Can't even use the in this version.
The rocks are different, the grass is different, the flowers are different. Everything is like completely different. But it's still cute. It's very cute. Your hairstyle has grown over the years. I most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. Trapped here since 2014, so Spaces Green was with me. But for this live stream specifically, we had this very old version of the game. I had the old server back up and running because I am like that. I can make the old game like run with the snap of a finger like this. And Obi says much better. Like, does the game look much better or does my hair look much better? Old lamps in the sky, yes. Sometimes it's hard to put your finger on exactly what makes it, what makes something look better or worse. But the hair is much better. I also appreciate like the graphical style of the game, sort of. Like the animations are a bit lower frames per second, but it also has got a sort of cutish charm to it.
It looks really magical. Check this out. Woo!
Yeah, the water looks pretty good.
The shader is actually a lot different than we use today. I think so, because this looks weird.
Pretty magical.
And let's kill the bear. It's
Anyway, a very blurry feel. Yeah, that's also because we're watching a replay of a replay, double compressed. But anyway, old Angeldust art. Look through some of the older live streams, like even live stream number 1 or so. The game will look different, and like just some people are nostalgic for that. So to be quite honest, I think we made great progress. I think we did 2 levels of the ICEBERG, and maybe this gives me hope that we can do 3 levels next week. These bottom 2, they are very filled with content. Maybe this next one, it looks sort of smaller than the rest. Just 3 left. Yeah, I like how the trees look. I like the trees as well, Loki, in that version. Shall we? There's a lot that I don't know anything about, so I'm going to need someone to help me out with all of them. The next one is smaller. Yeah, if we do this one, then next week I can wear the black shirt and we can do 2 levels. We're going through this in a rapid pace. Leyenda cult, I have no idea, so tell me about it. Wormnose is a fun one. There's a group of players who think that the worm, like the big dragon that you can battle in the game, has got a nose. But it's not a nose. The worm does not have a nose. It's like 2 horns on top of the head. You cannot see a nose. There is no nose in the worm. But people made a drawing that said, like, worm nose. And no, there is no nose on the worm. There is no nose on the worm. Let me show you. Let me show you. I think there will be a forum topic on this. Worm nose. Okay, no forum topic. But it is actually something that is worm nose. People were going completely mad about the worm nose. There is no worm nose. Seriously, there is none. The Leyenda cult is about Leyenda. And like legends have it, Leyenda's legends have it, that she had at times like 50 Brazilians at her place or sorts. And they had a clan of sorts. So that's the Leyenda cult. I never witnessed this myself. I know Leyenda as a like very involved player with the game, helped develop the game in the sense that they tested on some of their Android devices and really helped make the game a lot better, perform better on the Android. So many thanks to Leyenda for that. I didn't know the cult side of this persona. They had a clan, Obi adds, and there was a part with like 50 scrolls with the names of the players. It was very disturbing. Oh, the worm nose. Okay, let's quickly go back to the worm nose. There's an image in a different topic. So let me open that up. Here we go. Go ahead and do it. Welcome to page 1. GG so dumb. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, do it. Worm. I'm not sure if it's actually labeled worm, so maybe we will not find anything here. Yeah, Firefly, let's quickly go through that last level. It will be cool, they said. Nope. You need to look for a nose. Okay, like one more time. Nose. No, there is no nose. This image is disinformation. I believe the United States now have an official disinformation chancellor or appointee or reviewer or whatever. There is no nose. Like, it's 2 horns to the side of the head. It's 2 horns, like, boop. That's all. There is absolutely no way you can see a nose here. No. No nose. No nose. It's more no than z. Alright, here we go. Leaderboard alt accounts is a pretty recent one. Previously, for years, we had many alt accounts on the leaderboards show up. And it was a familiar sight. Every time that you went to the players page, looked at the coin count or the quest count or whatever count, Hum would be there with like 8 or 10 accounts, and some other players would have alt accounts on there. And a few months ago, maybe it's almost a year ago now, I made the decision to start hiding. So not removing or banning or kicking, but hiding these accounts from the leaderboards so that more unique players, like more actual players, would have a chance of being listed in the top pages of the leaderboards. And it was a big change because like for years we were used to seeing Hum, Humster, 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 and accounts like that. And it was actually a very like a big achievement of Hum to have all of those accounts leveled that high and be up there. But I decided, hey, for the community feel and for making new players feel at home a bit more and making them challenged or giving them a challenge of like rising up the ranks and going through the first page of the leaderboards, I thought it would be better to start hiding these alt accounts. And I actually started doing that, and I got a lot of positive feedback on that. And these days I will try my best to sort of like stay up to date with all of the leaderboards regularly and try to hide all of the alt accounts. And I think it makes for a cleaner look, and it makes the competition and the community feel a lot healthier this way. So it was a sort of sacrifice on Hum's part, involuntarily, but it's something that I was convinced of that benefited the community. And Hum says, please ignore the new United States disinformation panel. It is pure propaganda. I was sort of hinting at that. It was in jest. It was in jest. I can see the sort of double-speak nature, pure 1984 origin of this new sort of thing. Like Elon Musk buys Twitter, so Elon says like, hey, we will not be monitoring all kinds of speech or like political things as much anymore here on Twitter. You are now free to speak up. And like the next day, the United States decides like, okay, we lost access to the CEO of Twitter. We now need to damage control. Dude. Anyway, leaderboard alt accounts. That was the leaderboard alt accounts. The underside of Streaming City is one. It's at the top of the screen here. Underside of Streaming City. You don't want to know. I will tell you a bit of the basics, like the surface level of this. But if you go to Streaming City, which was a build started by Spaces Green, and we subsequently built it out during live streams and the weeks afterwards, it was a big sort of city landscaping project, and then we gave all of the trusted players access to that to build there. It was a really nice project. It was really cool to see all of these players coming together and just building together. But there's also an underside, a dark side to the build. If you go underground, if you know how to go there, there's all kinds of like disturbing places that you can find. I will not tell you much about it. He remembers. Awesome. Give us your favorite Streaming City quadrant and your favorite build in there. I'm a big fan of the original sort of alpha quadrant. I'm a big fan of that. I think Bravo, like the Bravo quadrant, also has nice builds from a build battle. Delta is also pretty good. Or was it Charlie? I'm not sure. I think all of them are pretty good, but I'm a big fan of the original sort of work where we started. And Obi says, I'd say A is the best. Yeah, that's what I remember as well. I think A is still the best. I can show you a picture quickly if I have it on my desktop. Older images is probably over here. Streaming City. This is what like the start looked like. Amazing work by Spaces Green, just landscaping this entire thing, doing the road work, and you can still see the foundations of that in Streaming City as of this day. You can probably find the coordinates somewhere on the forum as well. Go there, it's an amazing thing to look at, and maybe you can still get build permission to one of these quadrants and like do your own construction there. It's really cool. It's really cool. But hey, we're trying to explain the iceberg here, so I will show you the picture any day of the week. Okay, so I need a few bits of help with some of these. Help me, please. Angelio is hard. It's something that Leanda said. That's what I remember. Of course, it's a bit of innuendo. But I'm not sure what it actually meant or what like the bigger consequence or the bigger meaning for the community or for the Angeldust lore is. So if someone can get me up to speed with that, then I will dive into Monique. Monique was a top player of the game, building very beautiful things and constructions in the game, and somehow we got into a spat or in some sort of argument where no side would ever really win or could ever really win. It was one of those discussions where there's not like black or white, it's all shades of gray, and somehow it was a topic that wasn't something that you could resolve perfectly for all parties involved. Maybe this was about the griefing that was going on with builds or something. I think it has something to do with that. And somehow, somewhere we sort of like Monique decided to part ways and said like, yeah, this is like not the game or like the thing that I want to play anymore or invest time in anymore. And I can respect that. I mean, Angeldust is not the perfect game for like every player, or maybe it's not even the perfect game for any player at all. But I try my best to make it a decent product. I sort of follow my own vision, which might not sort of perfectly like coincide with what other players expect or what players expect. I do my best, and I always try to be as accommodating as possible. But somehow we hit a roadblock that couldn't be resolved. But Monique will always have my gratitude and my like respect for the builds that they made and the work that they did in the game and tried of like what they tried to make out of what they made in the game. So yeah, definitely big apps. Crunchy, the first ones. Roadwork, I love it. What? Crunchy says, I was alive and watched the humans when humans set foot on the moon. And Hum says, the first ones, I was alive but too young to watch. Okay. I'm old. I've seen it live on black and white TV. Okay. Okay, so a bit of backstory on the help me, please. Angelio is hard. Oh, now Obi says, Leanda said this. That's what I remembered. And Leanda said it when she was being attacked. And then, yeah, so good screenshot or something or whatever. But anyway, so Leanda said this when they were being attacked. Now I can see what it actually means. Like, help me, please. And then probably referring to Angelio specifically. Like, hey, the fight or my situation is difficult or it's hard. And it's sort of probably lost in translation between like their native language and English. So, but like in English, it's sort of like innuendo. There you go. It was hard to kill the creatures. Yes, that's this is exactly like how I now see it. So I didn't understand like the backstory to it, but now I understand. The end is near. I have no idea what that means. So if someone can fill me in on that. Peace restored. I know what it refers to, but I forgot. There was a situation on the leaderboards where a certain player overtook Hum, I believe. Maybe it was Leanda as well, now that we're talking about Leanda. And Leanda actually held the first place on the coins leaderboard. And Peace Restored was posted by Hum, or was shared by Hum, or messaged or communicated by Hum when Hum retook the top spot on the coins leaderboard. I think that is what Peace Restored means. Let me know if I'm wrong, but this is what I recall or what I remember of Peace Restored. Hum says it was a chart that I sent you via email. Yeah, okay, so maybe I was wrong about the means of communication, but the point stands, right? You meant like Peace is restored, I'm back, spot number 1 on the leaderboards. You lost a spot for months or maybe a year or so, and then you regained the spot due to hard work and just grinding coins. Yes, both. There we go. So the end is near refers to the end is near also refers to Leanda being 1 on the leaderboard. So that's sort of like the apocalyptic messaging then, like the end is near because Hum is not first on the leaderboard and Peace Restored means, okay, all good, we're back. Yes, both, okay, there we go. Yeah, what guild Nusantara is, I don't really know. We should ask Fatih about this. Nusantara, we can look on the forums. Maybe there's some infamous thing that we can find here. Nusantara, Guild Nusantara by Fatih. Okay, I'm pretty sure that Fatih knows more about this. Join the Nusantara Guild. Rule: speak Indonesia or English. No grief. We also do event like PvP battle, our own build battle, and more, joined by friending the leader Fatih Plus and Man Toxic. Bruh. Okay. Hey, at least they tried, right? Musa ke Guild Nusantara. Siarat. Bicara Indonesia atau Inggris. Kak bola ruasakin build orang lain. Di Guild Nusantara kita ada event permainan seru seperti perang PvP, lomba builder, dan liga lain-lain. Cara join silahkan berteman sama kaptennya Fatih Plus dan Man Toxic, Karen. Ini masuk forum. Saya gabung bleh. Okay, so this seems like a very specific Fatih thing. So this is all I can find about Guild Nusantara. It was probably a decent attempt at trying to recruit people for a guild or a clan in the game by Fatih themselves, but it sort of fell short, seems like. But hey, I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on it. And Hum explains for the end is near that the end is near was a subject of an email that show the chart of Leanna's gain rate. Okay, yeah, now it all starts to come together, yes. And then subsequently peace was restored when you finally overtook them. Same. Loop is what I heard, what? So that's good. Firefly speaking in Ooga Boogas, yeah. That place, you need to help me with that. I know it's the meme channel on the Discord. Fill me in and I will explain what I know, and then subsequently the rest. They're twins, I also don't know what it means, but I will focus on Miss Telaneri first. Miss Telaneri is one of the old-time, old-school, highly regarded, mysterious, like the name says, Miss Telaneri, mysterious players of the game. I don't know anything about Miss Telaneri except for the player name. I've seen them in-game maybe once or twice, just by accident, just like coming across them while visiting a build or visiting a place. They seem to be pretty like private about their ways. I don't think I ever like super often had a conversation with them or was able to get in touch with them, and no problem. I mean, that's like people do not have any like obligation to talk to me or anything. I was just interested in like, hey, what you're doing, are you enjoying the game, what can I do to make it better? But as far as I remember, maybe like 1 or 2 private messages we exchanged on different topics, and that's all, and it's entirely cool. But as of today, Miss Telaneri remains more of a mystery than an Elaneri. So if you're ever inclined to talk with me, or if you want to chat with me, Miss Telaneri, feel free to do so. Until that day, I don't know much about you. I do know that you have built some very cool stuff in the game world that I can't really show off because I can't really get in touch to make it a proper wonder, and I don't want to do so without your consent. But yeah, so that's Miss Telaneri. Good builder, good hunter, I believe, good part of the community, but a little bit sometimes secretive, or maybe like just enjoying their privacy in the game, which is cool, and I hope you're still enjoying the game. So here we go. That place, Obi says, okay, as far as I know, it's sort of the meme channel on Discord, but it's actually the not safe for work channel on Discord, so you must be 18 years or older to join probably. As far as I know, it's mostly dumb memes. It's not about like super adult or not safe for work stuff, but it's got the more edgy memes in there, as far as I can tell. So visit that place if you dare to do so. That place is what you don't want to read. Okay, cool. And Hum says, Hum has been in touch with Miss Telaneri, and they're indeed a bit secretive. Just very private. And I can respect that. I have taken a lot of steps in the course of years, if you look on the forums, to improve the privacy of players and try to not leak as much information about their, for instance, account age, or their friends, or whatever they're doing, and like, even I do not know anything about these players. So I think that's like the best situation. If you take a look at the app stores and at the data safety, I don't share any data because I don't even have it. So there you go. They're twins. Okay, that's about 2 specific players who worked on the game. I can see that. I'm not sure if that's like a hidden information or something, but yeah, some of the artists who work on the game, most specifically graphical artists, are twins. So if you didn't know that, you know it now. I will not dox them here like super publicly, but they are twins. They are twins, indeed. P. Rowan says, whoa, hi Frank, it sure has been a while. Yeah, P. Rowan, it has been a while. Maybe, well, I do remember seeing her name last year or so, so it's not like years ago, but it has been a while. It has been a while. Anyway, that's level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 levels of the iceberg done. Next week, hopefully we can do the last 2, and then we'll have a 4-part iceberg explainer thing. Maybe I will be able to edit it down into a like offline video with all of the content, like bam, 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 super rapid fire thing. And Piro says, yeah, like a month or 8. Yeah, there you go. So, and before that, it has been a longer while, I believe. But welcome, Piroan. We're looking at this iceberg meme. It's a format that you might have seen for other lore or other games or series or websites or communities. This is the Angeldust iceberg with all kinds of like public and more private knowledge, and the deeper you go, the more complex and the more secret the stories get. In the past 2 live streams we did the top levels, and today we did like level 4, 5 and 6. So we're making progress, and like I said, maybe I will make a new video, an edited video out of these live streams where you have all the levels in short succession. And it's pretty cool. There's a lot of like good memories in here and things to talk about, and I'm enjoying it so far. So today we did 3 levels, which is the most levels that we did in a live stream so far. And hopefully next week we can finish up the level 7 and 8, which is almost like ascending to heaven of sorts. It's like the best levels, Interesting. Always liked tuning in whenever you'd come around on my recommended. There you go. So today we did a hunt as usual. We did the lottery for handing out pet snacks. Next week we will be doing a hunt as well, and the lottery, and looking at memes, because Alexei Makarov sent in some meme pictures. I made a very cool drawing out of the meme. Check out my art skills. Alexei actually made sort of a painting or a drawing of the fighter, the Angeldust fighter, on a wall. And I sort of like tried to show where the lines are. So Alexei made a cool drawing and I traced it, and it's looking absolutely spectacular. Pro tip, subscribe, Hum says. Really cool. A 4-parter like you wanted in the beginning. Yeah, Obi, but I hope you can see that it takes a lot of time to go through this. So seeing the image and just like scouring the items on there, you can do that in about 5 minutes or so. Like, okay, I know that one, and this is cool. But going through them piece by piece, trying to make the story, looking for the images and the videos that accompany the item to make it like really fleshed out, takes a bit more time. And also, it's also a pretty big hit on my vocal cords. So my voice is doing pretty well so far, but I will like stop streaming in a few moments. Yeah, P. Rowan, if you haven't already, you can just hit that subscribe button. That's always much appreciated. And I'm not sure if you've played the game in the past few months or years or so, but it's changed a lot. There's a lot of new features, like most recently I added new paintings and drawings that you can add. And there's a new trick where you... What was it? I added something really cool to this latest version. Oh yeah, you have mimic sticky blocks, and you can make... Maybe I can really show you real quickly in the offline mode.
Oh, no time to waste. Let's
You can make sort of new shapes and stuff with... like, check this out. You can make sort of a ladder like this. I'm not sure if you're a big builder in the game, but check it out. You can now use mimic blocks to make like invisible things like these ladders. You can use the girders together with new blocks, like these are, what are they called? What are they called? Slabs. To make sort of like railway designs like this. More building options, yes, more building options. We now have like shutters on the outside of your windows. You can also make a ladder like this. Super cool. We have window curtains that you can hang up. You can make a bridge like this. Whoa. More paintings, like I said. These are the old batch of paintings. So there's a ton of new things that you can do. Like, for instance, what is one of the newer paintings? This one is super cool, by Ru1. Let me show you. It's the bunnies one. Oh, it's so cute. It's the Angeldust heroes stylized as a bunny. Wow. The bunnies. And Obi sent in a new one. Oh, this one. This is an advert sort of for the pet snack. So come on the live stream and get your pet snack. Get it. Which one was Obi's new one? Let's see. I sort of forgot. How can I forget? This is Obi. And what was the other one by Obi? Oh yeah, it was the bunnies. Oh, bunnies by Obi. How could I forget? It's a drawing. It's over... Oh, it's the very first one. It's the first one in the list, yes. So here's a bunnies painting by Obi with the bunnies destroying the world. They are sort of... So we have one with bunnies symbolizing the heroes, and we have one with bunnies symbolizing the angels in the game, which is pretty cool. This one is cool by Fadi. It's got a mammoth on there and a fighter, sort of in a anime style. And also like this one by Angelio. The new paintings look great. Hey, you look great, P. Rowan. So really cool. And this is in the cartoon visual style, and if you switch to the 3D visual style or hand painted, like this, like some of them look a bit different because they're actual paintings. For instance, this one by Snow White Princess. Super cool, super cool. Anyway, let's switch back to cartoon, exit out of the game. So, all kinds of cool stuff in the game. There's probably a few changes that I didn't talk about just yet. In the previous update there were also new blocks and new building techniques. And overall you can now build some crazy stuff. Oh yeah, we have leaves, we have leaves. We have leaves, I will show you.
Oh, no time to waste, let's go.
In the build alone mode you can now also build trees. This wasn't possible in earlier versions, so if you have a cactus for instance, see, you can build a cactus and you can also remove parts of the cactus to make it smaller. But we now also have dedicated leaves blocks, so if you place these down... Oh, I see a rendering. Hey, I caught a rendering problem. Check it out, there's a bit of a rendering problem on this thing. But these are leaf blocks, so you can actually make custom trees with different colors. So there's a lighter green as well. So this allows you to make trees that you can actually build out of blocks. It's a bit better than the old bushes that we had. Like this is the old bush senior sort of. He started the Gulf War. Great demo of the leaves, Firefly. You're welcome, Obi. This is what I do. I give great demos all the time. Every time, all the time. So that's what we have, and we all have all kinds of crazy stuff now. These slabs are also really cool. Anyway, you'll find something to like. There's a ton of stuff in here. I recommend playing this game. I am Firefly and I recommend playing this game. Also, we have this new icon. Okay, yeah, this is a lot better. This is exactly what I wanted. We have this new icon with like the dudes on there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's pretty cool. Maybe you can find it on Google Play. Sport. Hello? Looking up badges.instagram.com. Can you please load the site? Please load my website, bro. Did my connection just drop out? Only in the Netherlands. What? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Google Play Store. We see you. Here, check it out. This is the new app icon. It's sharper. it's sharper in game. But anyway, new icon with the dudes. It's pretty cool. Right. So that's that. Do you drink tap water? Yes, I do. Here in the Netherlands, we have a few companies that do like the refinery, the water refinery and stuff. They need to have like very strict certifications, qualifications, equipment, thingamajigs, and there are very like strict specifications to the water. And we have very good water from the tap, so I actually drink tap water all day long. The game looks great, very promising. I remember when the game was 2D only. Hey, I remember when you were 2D only. Hey, nowadays if you start up the game you will be asked immediately like what do you want to play. So you can play in Dutch still of course, and you can just choose the style like 3D, and you get the dudes like this. Like super cool dudes. And you can also play in English with the cartoon style like I always do. Yeah, Pirowan is an OG. Pirowan is an OG. I'm not sure if they're showing up with the Pioneer badge. They probably should. Pirowan, let's see. Yeah, Pioneer badge. Check it out. Pirowan is an OG of this game. Pirowan played before there were quests in the game, before the world map, before... Pirowan is like about as like an old-time player of this game as you can get. Loki, that's not a rendering problem, that's as intended. There's no way for me to render that correctly in the engine. So instead of like rendering the backside incorrectly, it will not show up. Yeah, Pirowan was playing this game before you, Obi. So Pirowan, your account has got this icon with the bunny, which means that you joined us before Steam Early Access, I believe. So you have an old school account. Not many players have got this this badge, this bunny. It's very rare. It's exclusive to players who played before the game got super popular. So your account, it's amazing. If you know the password or if you know the email address, just start playing again. We've got quests, we've got mounts now. Because you don't even seem to have mounts. So you can now buy a saddle, ride horses, ride on the moas or the bears. It's all good. Maybe I should get back into Angeldust, flex my badge and such. Yes. Yeah, you have not discovered anything. Like, there's lots of things to discover these days. But that makes it super cool. Because there have been a lot of changes since you played in the back in the old days. Game looks much better, plays much better. And you have so many more things to do and things like daily quests. You can... where do I even start? So next week I expect you to be on the lottery. Because on the live stream I do a lottery where you can win a pet snack. So you can also have a pet in the game. So there you go. Check it out. Like a hum shows off. You can have different mounts. You can have different pets. It's just all so cool. And you can do quests, of course. It's almost like he hasn't even played this game. Yes, it's that much of a difference. But in a way it is. I think Pirowan started playing before Steam Early Access, which was at the end of 2016. So the game had been out for about a year around that time. So like 1 year and a few months. And ever since we've had more than 5 years. So a lot has changed in 5 years. Seriously. So it is actually as if you have never played the game, because there has been so many things added and so much updates, so many updates and so many things have changed. It's actually as if you're playing a new game. I started playing somewhere like 2016, played somewhat actively until 2018, and after that I've been inactive. Big difference, yes. Because if it was early access, you wouldn't have the bunny, indeed. So, like if you stopped in 2018, then that's still almost 3 or 4 years of development. But you don't have any mounts, which makes me a little bit sus on you, because mounts, like riding a horse, is something that almost everyone wants to do. And mounts were added in 2017, I believe. Or maybe it was 18, I'm not sure. Anyway, check it out. Maybe you'll find something that you like again. All of your old builds will be there, and all of your... enjoy. I believe I did have mounts, but I'm not sure. Okay, so the website doesn't show any, and if you didn't specifically remove them via the website, then you should have seen them. So I'm not, hey, next week, be on the live stream a few hours early. So je praat Nederlands, hè? Ja, je praat gewoon Nederlands. Volgende week, zaterdagavond, 6 uur, begin ik weer met streamen. Dan hunten we, jagen ook samen op de stream. Dan ben je erbij, kom gewoon erbij. En dan kan je je paarden en je dinges. En dan doen we loterij, kan je een huisdieren ding winnen, zodat je een huisdier kan hebben in het spel. Komt helemaal goed. Volgende week zaterdagavond. Ik verwacht je erbij. Anyway, so that's a bit of angry German. And Piron says, yeah, I'll be there. Okay, so take your iPhone or your Android phone and mark it in your calendar. And please subscribe and like everything. Anyways, so next week we'll have Pirowan joining us on the hunt, hopefully. And for now I will be saying, like, have a nice weekend, have a nice Saturday and Sunday, because as far as I'm concerned, this is the end of the stream. A bit more than 3 hours. We went through 3 layers of the iceberg, which was cool. And next week we'll do the final 2 levels, and we'll finally have cracked the iceberg. I will also put on my black shirt, because we're then entering the very lowest layers of the iceberg. What ding or dang dong, he's speaking angry German again, help. Come on. It's not that bad, come on, we have windmills, and we have clogs, that's what we do. I am Dutch, isn't that weird? What? Krieger Bondolo? Dankjewel, papa. Anyway, this was the live stream for today. Alles is een tandenborstel, je weet het. Met die instelling is alles een tandenborstel. Everything's a toothbrush, if you believe in it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I thought it was pretty fun. My voice didn't crack. I really expected it to crack a little bit earlier. But we did well. 3 levels of the iceberg, Alexi memes, a logo cup, a lottery, a hunt, a cool introduction. Oh yeah, also, P.3, you came at the exact perfect time to rejoin the game, because let me show you. I'm going to sell you on another feature. Check this out. There's a new thing in Angeldust. We now have seasons, because everyone has got seasons these days. We don't have seasons passes or battle passes or whatever, but we do have a monthly season now. Every coin that you earn, like whenever, will now count towards your coin total for that month. So if you go to the website, and we can even do this in Dutch if you want, Nederlands. So if you go to the website and click on maand, instead of like the standard munten, if you go to the maand leaderboard, these are all of the players who have earned coins this month. So that's like a bit more than 6,000 players. And you can take a shot like at the top 10 or so of the season this month or next month, because tomorrow is May 1st, so that's the start of a new season. So start farming tomorrow, start farming for the entire month, and you will be at the top of the leaderboard in no time. So that's pretty cool. And it looks like this month's winner is going to be Lamvas, a player from Russia, and Soda Meow close second. But maybe Soda Meow will be able to get like 33,000 coins in the next 3 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours. It is possible, it is doable. I believe in you, Soda Meow. And this is the official first Angeldust season, so like high stakes. And May will be the second season, and so on and so forth. So that's also a new thing that's been added to the game. So maybe it's cool. Oh, you're on vacation, so I'll be sure to farm Lamo. Okay. You don't even have to farm, just play the game. Yeah, there's a bit of an unfair competition in the sense that new players get more coins from discoveries of new materials and new creatures. But as you can see, Lamvas was playing before this month. Soda Meow was playing before. Dapeng joined us this month, I believe. Hum was playing before. So it is sort of a mix of old and new accounts on this first page leaderboard. And if you're dedicated enough, you can do it. You can do it. A new grinder confirmed. Crunchy says, yeah, we haven't confirmed P.3 just yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I tried my best to make them happy and to make them enthusiastic about this. But good to see you, P.3. Good to see you. It's been a while since I saw your name on the YouTube and in the game, but maybe next week we'll see each other in game and we'll hunt together, get some coins together, and maybe reminisce over these old days and all of the changes that have been added in the newer versions. Yeah, so until then, everyone, this is going to be my first and final try to say goodbye for this live stream. Sorry to leave you all on this super high note after all of this super cool content, but all good things must come to an end, and next week we'll do it all again and then some. So thanks all for watching, thanks for hunting, thanks for being here for the memes, for the ICEBERG explanations. I hope you enjoyed all of the content today. Hope you have a nice weekend, have a nice Saturday, what's left of it. Have a nice Sunday. Try to get your coins in for this season. Hopefully you'll make it to the spot that you're aiming for. And next week, like I said, the new season will be there. We probably will discuss all of the standings or the rankings that we had this month. See if there were any like surprises there. And all will be well. All will be well. And Crunchy says, lol, bye nerds. Well, lol, bye Crunchy. Yeah, this was it. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. Have a nice weekend. And we'll see each other again next week on Saturday, 1600 hours UTC. Be there or be square. And for now, I will say peace out. See you later. Goodbye.